Yeah, let's play some game now. We're here to play game. Let me play game. We can keep chatting, but let me actually play game. So it's been a few days since I last played. We have just finished conquering. So to give a strategic overview. Nope, not that button. Is there a big map button? I don't remember. Is there a big map button in this game? I think there's a big map button. Where the hell is the big map button? Maybe there isn't a big map button. Zone control. These are all filters. I think there's a big map button. I never use it. Hey game, is there a big map button? Controls. It's not M. If there is one, camera, nav, gameplay. Maybe there isn't one. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't want really overlays. Screens. No, maybe there isn't a big map button. All right. I thought there was a big map button. Whatever. Yeah. So I'll just point at the map over here. So this is, I think, the entire world. I think it represents the entire world. So we know where the other guys are. One there, one there, one there, and I think one in there. So we've got a fair amount of the world that we can expand into. And we started here in Pella. And we have discovered that we are on this little peninsula. And we managed to knock out all of the local tribes. We've got 3 cities up currently. 2 more years, we'll have a settler. We're going to go get that city site. That'll be the 4th. And then we will own the peninsula outright. So I've got some armies posted forward. My next task, I've got a whole bunch of tribe sites out here. I'm at war with both the Danes and the Gauls. But my primary goals are these 3 right here. I'm not sure what order I'm going to try to do them in. I might try to get that one first. But I want this one for strategery. I need this one as kind of the central defensive point into my peninsula. So I desperately want that. We'll fortify walls, and it'll be a, a huge military outpost, basically. Because it'll be surrounded by, currently, minor tribes, but then just down the way we've got the Egyptians, who will possibly come out this way. They're kind of busy. They're at war with the Romans, who are a stone's throw away. Those capitals, so close. So they're probably going to be beating up on each other for a while. I'm trying to be diplomatic with the Romans to, be friendly. Form some alliances, and we'll try to crush Egypt. If we can do that, Rome's going to get screwed because, I'll own like 50% of the map. They'll be tucked into this bottom corner, and they won't be able to go anywhere towards me. And yeah, then we'll deal with the other 2. So then we've got Persia way over here, and we've got Assyria up here. So I think I'm in a pretty good position map-wise. It's just a matter of over the next 20, 30 turns, I need to finish cleaning out all these local tribes, get as many city sites dropped as I can. And by that point, hopefully, if everybody leaves me alone, we'll be able to then take on Egypt. Well, we got to do all that within our 200-turn time limit. And I haven't played the game in a year, so I'm still remembering and rediscovering how things work. I never played it enough to get good, really, at optimal city design and placement of buildings and overlapping bonuses and family. The families of the empire, the Argids, the Cypselids, and the Alcmanids, you got to keep them happy. I got 2 families that are kind of unhappy with me currently. I got to balance that. There's just a lot of stuff that I still don't remember how to do well. So we'll just, do our thing. Okay. So let's continue. I think this is right at the start of a turn. Yeah, I got 13 orders. Available actions. I have an idle leader. King Alexander is idle. Rally troops, abdicate, divorce. No thanks. You can be idle. What's up with you, Alexander? He just ascended to the throne. Philip just died. Damn, Alexander's 45 already. It's hard to get used to this in this game. Your courtiers and your royal family and your generals constantly dying off. Just massive turnover. And it's annoying because you get them built up and you get them trained up and they're really starting to get useful and then they die on you. All right, ignore that. So what the hell was I working on? Got to get some cities building. I got 2 idle cities. I got 2 more turns for the settler unit to get that city site locked in. All right, let's figure out what we're going to do here. I also need to decide if I have the military I need. I've only got 3 military units that I'm really pushing forward to fight with. That should be enough to hopefully get a couple, maybe all 3 of these. I got 12 years before a new unit pops out of there, 13 before a new one pops out of there, and I can't quite see that one. This one's the critical on a resource standpoint because I'm really, really short of any kind of hills and metal and silver and so on production. And this is an awesome spot for that. We got 6 spaces of urban tiles for the city. 7? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 6. That one's not one. So yeah, we got 6 tiles for urban, and it's within range. We've got a silver mine, we've got an iron mine, and we got a gem mine. So this will be my metal production and probably some pretty good gold production, money production, which is the only thing I'm short on. I've got food, I've got stone, I've got... I don't have wood. We just used up all of our lumber. But we'll have wood production here pretty soon. Out of this place and then this place. So, we'll have all of our base resources covered within a relatively short period of time. But I have very, very light military. That's why I'm kind of glad I'm on a peninsula. Now that I've cleared out everything behind me, nobody's going to be landing boats anytime soon, so I should be pretty protected back there. So, push forward with my 3 units and try to start taking things before I can even drop settlers. Or... hold off for a little bit and try to get some infrastructure done. Come here, you. Let's build some things and some stuff. What to work on? We are at discontent level 1. 11 years before we hit 2. I'd love to get some ranged fire into my group up there, even if it's just a single slinger. I think I need to do it with the southern city and then run the guy north, though. So, I got to get some new settler going, too, but I can't do it with this city. Let's keep doing infrastructure upgrades with this one. So, we'll get the Vorm going. Settler, as soon as the settler's done, God, I'm probably gonna have to work on another settler. That's my capital. I need to be working on other stuff out of here. I need this place to get ramped up so I can, actually this is my other military group. I'm just screwed. I'm just screwed. Anyway I go. 10 years for another settler, 5 years for the worker, 5 for the warrior. I haven't got any of these done yet. Alright, get at least one of the councils going. The blue borders are my areas. The blue borders are the area of control for the city. So, these are the resources that I have access to, essentially. So, I've got barley, I've got crabs, and I've got pearls from the clams or oysters over here. But yeah, so each city has a radius that it controls that I can put all these buildings and stuff down or harvest resources from. And they'll, there's ways of expanding the borders out. Eventually it'll all just be, I'll have it, they'll all sync up and this whole peninsula will be under my control however I want it. Will last that long. Alright, so the cities are taken care of. Let's just cycle between units. Hey, worker, you need a job? You need a job. What are we going to work on? They want me to work on a lumber mill. Of course you do. Of course you want a lumber mill, because I desperately need lumber. Is that what I want to do down here, though? Food production. We get 14 food out of there. 10 out of that one. Hey, no. No. Take back. I didn't want you to go there. You. Why are you not showing? Actually, I think we'll just walk him over and chop some trees. Let's do some tree clearance. Come here, you. Over here. Clear the trees. Alright, so we got a little bit of lumber back into our stockpile. You're done. Warrior units, warrior units, warrior units. Alright, so we're down to my warriors. I've got 2 forward scouts hiding in the woods. That guy's hiding in the woods on a hilltop, so that's what's giving me this view range out this direction. Is that scout right there. And then I've got another scout hiding in the woods right here. They can't be seen by the enemy. And he's giving me this view range. So between the 2 of them, I can see all the movement activity in the approaches to my little peninsula here. So, we'll leave them alone. Just the real big decision I have to make is how I'm going to deal with these guys. Do I start pushing them forward? I can attack these guys, but I'd have to force march in order to kill them. I got quite a bit of training points. I think I will actually do that. So, let's get you to there. Get you to there. Oh, didn't have to force march. Awesome. Yay for us. So, another military unit dead. Maybe I'll just chase down the extra units and not go after the forts. What do I got? 8 years. And not great terrain for defensive. So, ideally, I want to get all 3 units attacking that at once to try to drop it in one turn. I think I'll just... Oh, did I move you into that? I must have moved you up there from below. Alright. We're not going to advance you. Not by yourself. What I might do is 2 and 2. Yeah, we might try that. Keep these 2 going after the fort. They might be able to reduce it and then retreat to heal. And then have this guy and this guy come up. Kill that one and then start reducing that fort. Depending on how these 2 shake out, I can bring one over to support. Then I can park the scouts on them to save the city sites. Alright, so end of year. What's going on? News arrives from Rome that King Romulus the Glorious is dead. New ruler Queen Adia, the new taking the throne. Rome is now in a national alliance with Assyria. That's not good. I don't need to be seeing none of that stuff. Yeah. They're a long way from me, and they're going to be busy with other things before I'm going to have to deal with them. And things will probably change by the time we get to that point. One or the other leaders will die. Hopefully the Assyrian leader will kick it. Ashurbanipal. Hey there, Ashurbanipal. How old are you? Yeah, he's 55. That'll probably fall apart when he dies. Which could be any time now. Any time at all. Hey, there's Batelier. Thank you very much for the sub. Welcome back. You've played Old World, New World, Distant Worlds? Yep, I sure have. Sure glad I bailed out of New World after the beta. Saw that one coming. Alright, so, terrible loss. No. Queen Consort Garutha died. Damn it. He was one of my main generals. He was a general of my units over here. Now, I'm going to have to delay a turn. Let's see. 280 to promote, 190 to promote. I might do a promotion off these, even though they're expensive. I'm going to peg my training points here pretty quick. Focus 2. More focus. That is basically critical hit chance. Don't need amphibious. Highlander wouldn't be bad for fighting up in these mountains, and I don't need engineer, so it would definitely be that. So if we promote you with the focus, and then we give you a general, if I have any decent ones, got quite a few possibilities. Alexander, you are not going out as a general. We'll send our brother out. Bardillus the commander. Yeah, let's do this thing. Hey, Bardillus, what do you got? You got 15 bonus XP, you got 6% critical, and 10% attack strength bonus. Sounds good. Oh, look at Lanasa the scientist. Lanasa the scientist, you beast, with your 28% critical hit bonus. Damn. Maybe I'll send Lanasa out. Wow. And good old Alexander's got a huge pile of bonuses too. Maybe do I dare send Alex out? Yeah, I meant him to be the governor type setup, but you know, one bonus move per order, plus 21% attack strength, plus defense strength, plus critical hit bonus. Can heal in neutral territory. Maybe we'll do both. Maybe I'll put Alexander on that one, and we'll wait even longer. We'll wait one more turn, and I'll put Lanasa on that one. And then we'll go just critical strike this fort into the dirt. Yeah, let's do it. That sounds fun. Fortunately, I have to wait a turn. I can't do this the same turn that I did an upgrade. Never mind. What the hell? I am absolutely sure I was not able to do that previously. Alright, well that's great. Well, that means theoretically, apparently I cannot promote. I can do it one direction, but I can't do it the other. I can promote and then add a general, but I can't add a general and then promote. Who makes up these rules? Who makes up these rules? It seems to be the way that just worked. Which is kind of annoying, because now they're going to be out of sync again, if I do upgrade these guys. What were their choices? Combat 3? Yeah, we'll probably take Combat 3. Yeah, we'll definitely take Combat 3. Alright. I think I'll send them as is, though. Alright, so that group's done. I got 12 orders left. So, here's another super big difference between a standard 4X type game like Civ or Humankind and so on, and this game. This is part of its board game roots. You are limited in how many orders you can give per turn. You can have 100 units out on the board. And if you've got 12 orders, that's your limit. You might be able to move 5 of those 100 units with 12 orders, because orders are consumed like per move, and you can do multiple moves per round with a single unit. So 4 orders is not a lot. We need a hell of a lot more orders. And you'll find you're constantly waging a war with yourself, trying to decide, is it more important for me to move this army man's? Or is it more important that I put this settler working on a tile, or moving a scout, or doing whatever you need to do with your other units? So you're always, always, always struggling to parse your orders into the most useful and powerful you can each turn. All right, we knew about that. Finished my farms and my nets. Got the council project done. Discontent level went up again. We're in mourning. Queen Garutha is dead. All right. Time to decide what to do with these two. 1,600 training points still. 250 to promote you. 270 to promote you. Strike, Guard 2, Tracker, and Engineer. Those are terrible choices. Guard 1, Tracker, Tough, and Heckler. Not too many enemy generals for me to heckle currently. Yeah, those are some pretty bad choices. I think I might try to bait this guy. I think there are going to be plenty to take that out. So yeah, let's bring this one over. We'll get these guys teamed up. I'll keep them. We'll see if we can bait him to come down after me. Preferably, I want to be in range to strike him and kill him before he gets to do a return attack. This game very much favors the attacker over the defender, so you always want to get the first strike if you can. Hey there, Sir Orange. No Cogmine today. I'm going to try to not play Cogmind today. It's going to be Old World, and I got a couple other games I've been meaning to give a try. So, no Cogmind today. I'm taking a Cogmind break. Okay. So, army mans, I think, are done for the round. Let's get some production going. We got our... What the hell did I build? You completed Council 1? Okay. Let's do Olympiad. Get our extra military production per year. 5 years for that. Yes. We're going to do infrastructure build-up. Alright, yeah, we're sad. We are now in mourning. Need to get him remarried. He's still young enough. News arrives that your son, Duke Philotas, has asked to wed to Nicaea the Younger. Nicaea is from where? Just in my court. Where are you? No? Man, I'm running short of courtiers. Huh. Okay. I was kind of saving. I was trying to kind of hoping to you think? I'm not too impressed with Nicaea the Younger. She's upset with me. All families -40 for 20 years. Yeah, that's what I was checking for. I was like, what family are you with? Where are you from? You're not from a tribe. You're not from a neighboring nation. You're not from one of the families that my empire is built out of. Who the hell are you, Nicaea the Younger? We're gonna say no, and he's gonna be mad at me. All right, he can be mad at me. That's not a good match. Leading the next generation, Oligarch Berenice the Scientist meets with you to discuss court matters. So, recently taken up the mantle of family, head of the Alcmanids in the wake of Lodici the Scholar's death. Verses with you on various issues. My predecessor, Lodici, God rest her soul, was non-committal about your relationship. Based upon all the correspondence I've read, I came here to see for myself sort of person. Okay. I take the best and leave the rest to fate. I try my best. Becomes jealous. I could be a loyal patron if we could reach an understanding. So, dole out the cash, and she becomes influenced. Yeah, let's do that. That's why we have the monies, so we can respond to those events with that kind of a choice. All right, my workers are done getting the nets up, so we're getting some pearls. Next up... Still waiting for some forest to regrow so I can get some lumber mills started like that one. Upgrade? Oh, upgrade to militia. No, don't do that. Don't push that button. I think I better start getting the lumber mills going. So get over there. Don't want shrines, don't want barracks. Started on the lumber mill spam. I gotta get my forest, my wood stockpiles going. Who's left? My wood chopper. Go chop one more. Go chop one more. And then go build some food. Is farm time. Can't pass up a barley farm. And that's it. End of year already. Man. Here we go. Turn 35 on the way. Reports of a tribal raid. Oh, the grieving is over. one year of grieving. Our 10-year-old daughter's ready. What shall we teach our 10-year-old daughter, or force her to learn? One of these days, I'm going to do one of these things. Let's see. I can't remember what I need. I think I'm going to go commerce. I don't think I've done any commerce. I want to know the results of that raid or whatever it was. Oh, we got the settler done finally. Thank goodness. Yeah, what did that tribal raid do? From a Danish outport near UA. Excuse me? Does that mean you're heading my direction, or you already did something? I don't know what that means. Alright, whatever. Settler, come here, you. Get over here. Where are we gonna build? Probably right. I should probably build right on the ocean side. Horse march, please. Go there. Alright, what city are we up to? So last thing I built was the Argead family. We've got one of each now, so I'm about to promote somebody ahead of the others. Who's mad? Cypselids. So I need to do it in order of Cypselids here. I want this to be Argead, so we'll do Argeads here, then we'll do Alcmaeonids probably in that one. That's a terrible order. I need... Damn it. I need that one up here, because that's the mine one. I need the Cypselids up here. So, Cypselids are going to be unhappy a little bit longer. We're going to... No, I need Cypselids in both. Damn it! Damn it! Favoritism! I need the lumber here, which the Cypselids are specialists in mines and lumber mills. Bonus 20% output for cities that they control. So I need this one to be lumber mill centric, and I need this one to be mine centric. So I need the Cypselids in both of those. But if I do that, it's going to throw the balance off. I guess the good news is that it's going to get them back in positive direction, but it'll make these two jealous. So it's going to be 2 for Cypselids and then 1 for the Argeads. Cypselid, Argead. All right, plan is made. So Cypselid is definitely what we're doing over here. So, found city, Cypselid. They are currently upset. This will make them happier. Hey, look, plus 62. They're happy again. Civ-like game? Only from a general sense in the way it looks in certain ways, but it has very different... there are several very important things that are completely different from a Civ-style game. It's a much more contained affair, stays within the old world time boundary, as well as a 200-turn limit, as well as much more interaction between citizens and events and politics and keeping people and relationships happy between various factions and orders limits for how many actions you can do per turn and so on and so forth. But yeah, I mean, it looks like Civ when you first look at it, but when you actually start learning how to play it, it's got a number of very different sensibilities. I kind of describe it as a mashup of Civ staying in the old world with a set time limit with board game like mechanics built into it. It's very much a hybrid of Civ and board games, and also a kind of it got whacked with the Crusader Kings stick. So it's got a little light coating of Crusaders Kings built in as well. So there you go. That's what we've got. So I'm currently on year 35 of 200 playing the Greeks. Started as Philip. Now we are Alexander. For about another, if I'm lucky, 15 years, then he'll kick it. And whoever's my primary heir will take over. All right, so we're trying to secure this peninsula so I can start finishing off these local tribes, and then I can go after Egypt over here. Fortunately, Rome and why did Rome and Assyria form an alliance? That's weird. They're so far apart. You got mountain ranges and all sorts of stuff. Rome and Egypt are fighting. I was trying to court Rome to get friendly with them so we could squash Egypt. But as long as they're fighting with each other, that's all good for me. That gives me time to consolidate my hold on this little area. and a fair chunk of the world. And if I can get that city there, my raw material needs are met. So then it's just get some infrastructure done, get some fast tech advances, get an army put together, and go stomp on some Egyptians. That's the plan. So there you go. You're all caught up. Okay, so we just founded a brand new city. We'll get to that in a second. So we founded Amphipolis. Hey, Amphipolis. All right, worker. What are we going to work on in our capital city now? Get a barracks up? I probably should. A lot of things I should. 8 years for another settler, huh? I really need to be doing some other stuff. I got 4 citizens not working. Need to get them tasked as specialists. Desperately. But it takes time. Get the settler going or no? I got 2 more city sites that I really desperately want to get set up. And I should have them cleared about the time the settler's done if I start one. But that'll push back my economic development. So, do I or don't I? I think I'm gonna wait. Let's slow roll this a bit. I can sit military units on top of the city sites that I want to hold. I don't plan on pushing any further out than those 3 cities just north of me here. Then I'm just gonna hold what I've got for a while. So I think I will hold off on more settlers for now. Let's get the infrastructure going. So what's going to be most important right now? We're about to hit discontent level 3. That is bad. I need to hold a festival. 6 years for a festival. Ah, damn it. I got so many competing things I need to do. I got to do a festival. I got to drop that discontent. It's going to get really bad. Man, I don't want to do that. Alright, new city. You are going to do... you're going to be focused primarily on lumbering. You're going to be a lumberer. Towards that end, I can't really affect my ability to do that well here. Let's do... Need to get you a worker so we can start working the land. I guess we'll do that first. Alright, now, what am I going to do with these guys? Warriors first, actually. I only got 6 orders left. I got to be careful what I do with who. So he didn't move. He can't support, but he can. Can I reach him in both of these units? I can, but I won't have any points left. All right, let's inch forward a little more. See if we can draw him down to me, even if that gives him a free shot. Guess I could go there. Let's not. Let's just go here. That puts him in within 1 movement of both of my units. So if he does not come and hit me, I'll go forward and I'll kill him next round. We'll just try to pick off some of these units that are floating around, then go after the fort. We got time. That's the important one up there. 6 more turns. I got to hit that one before it pops out another unit. 4 orders left. Not going to have enough. I only have 2 left to get to there. So I think we'll push these guys forward. Push you forward. He's got a unit there as well, huh? Elite Marauders. Ouch. Well, I didn't need that. I didn't check that before. Oh, Elite Skirmishers and Elite Marauders. All right. Hey, Gauls, what's up with you? Guess I'm going to have to fight from these 2 positions. Hopefully I'll have enough points. I'll have to focus on that next round. Need to get this thing dropped so I can stop worrying about it. Get these guys doing some real work. All right, 2 orders left. So military units are done. I think I've only got, what, 1 worker to do? Yeah, you're done. You're done. All right, worker. Let's start building the theater up. Get the barracks up. Yeah, let's get working on a barracks. End of year again. Uh-oh. I forgot they're on a hill. Damn it. We are Alexander the Learned. What we going for now? Aristocracy. Land consolidation, so I get the war elephants. Oh, 12 years, though. They every time this comes up, the computer says, yes, you want war elephants and groves. I don't know. It's too long. 12 years. I don't think I can afford that yet. We're going to have to wait for it to come around again. We got to get to the earlier one. All right. Oh, that's right. I can't go there. Oh, crap. That means I'm going to put myself... get hit by both of those. And we are not going to take this down in a turn. Crap. Might have to change my plans. Yeah, I'm going to have to change my plans. We're going to have to leave this one alone for a little bit. So, I think I'll bring one of the units over this way. We'll take this one down instead. They're going to get another unit out. I won't be able to take that in time. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'd only get to attack with one unit, because once I move here, I can't move to that position or that position. So I'd only get one attack in. Then I get hit from both of these. So this is not good. I'm going to have to change it. I'm going to have to go here first, then probably here second, and then finish this off later. I wasn't planning on building a city here anytime soon anyway, so as long as they don't trickle down to mess with my city here, I don't care what these guys do. Alright, change of plans. Army mans, you're going a different direction. So let's get this kill done before anything else. You guys are not on a hill. They are not on a hill, so they're not going to be hitting me from range. So, go to there. Go to there. And... oops, we're not going to kill him. God damn, these guys got tough all of a sudden. When did they get upgraded? That's terrible. Gonna take a minimum of 2 rounds just to kill this one unit. Much less guys behind walls with backup. Alright, well, get the slaughter started. Once we get critical hits, which I think we... no, that's the 5 we expected. Alright, we're still bringing you over. I think I'm going to bring you around this way, and then you'll either join in... They'll finish him off if he doesn't move. He may or may not bring support out of there. So I think I'll just bring you... yeah, we'll just bring you over there. Alright, 6 orders left. Bring him over as well, or retreat and make sure we guard the city. I got no military units over here. Or anywhere else. So I better leave him over here and hope the 3 guys can get the job done over there. So let's go hang out here. Alright, so we have a civic decision to make. Court has opened debate on the topic of labor, and we're 2 minds on the matter. We're going to adopt the practice of slavery, or we can keep freedom in Greece. This is always a fun one. Enact slavery as an institution, plus 120 discontent in Pella. I think that'll jump me like 2 categories. The thing it gets you for that negative is you get 4 extra orders per year, which is huge. But you're also generating +1 discontent in all cities for each year, which is fairly important as well. So a lot of discontent you got to deal with, but you get a big old bump in orders, which can open up quite a few avenues. Versus there will be no slaves in Greece, which is +50 of the growth in Pella, which means we're going to get another citizen faster. But I'm having a hard time getting the citizens jobs because I keep having to do other things. So it's terrible. You always end up taking the horrible thing because it benefits you so much. I'm going to say no to the horrible thing. I'm going to say there will be no slaves in Greece. Alright, an assignment. So, I don't actually get to pick anything here. We just get some XP. Our daughter, Anit. Alright, you are going on sentry duty. Actually, do I want to promote you while we're over here? Get you up to the Combat 3? I've got a high-powered unit with a general sitting around. This is a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. Really should pull that person forward to help out. Let's do this first, though. Oh, haven't ended the turn. Never mind. So we know that. We know that. We know that. No. Oh. You are done. End of the year. Oh, I do want the war elephants, desperately. I was trying to harvest. Damn it! They can't hit me there. Rome is at peace with the Gauls. Assyria has converted to Judaism. Alright, another important one. Connections versus wealth decision. So the Achaemenid family have expected to marry one of their scions to Duke Philotas, but more recently a rich merchant has offered a large incentive to marry one of his children instead. While our agreement with the Achaemenids was informal, breaking it would still have some repercussions. Money has all sorts of uses. So we are at only plus 13 with the Achaemenids, so... As governor, plus 40 family opinion, corrupt weakness. Elasia, the diplomat. And Chilonis of Pella. So, let's see here. Our 22-year-old Duke, fourth in line. Not particularly worried about him. He shall marry the diplomat, which gives me money, but we lose 40 opinion for 20 years by the Achaemenid family for breaking the informal agreement. Or we go ahead and marry their choice. Stats are fine. Dowry will give us a little bit of research, and we get immediate plus 10 opinion. How does that work? We get 2 different opinion bumps. Yeah. All right. Or neither. And everybody's mad. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take the Achaemenid. That's what I was waiting for with that other marriage offer. Okay, like father, like son. Duke Orestes has shown signs taken after his father. Let's see, no choice here. So, become either exotic, divine, or spoiled. What shall it be? We are exotic. Plus 2 of the charisma. Sounds good. All right, they're all happy. Yay, they're happy. So there's reasons why you want them to be happy, and the interface is really good about information. Pretty much anything you point at, you can get details on. And you can freeze and nest these pop-outs. So if there's something on this little pop-out, you can hit the middle mouse button and it freezes it in place. Then you can point it to the next thing. You can freeze that in place. You can point it to the next thing. Freeze that in place, and so on. So anytime you want to see details about an icon or why a number is such a way it is, and so on. So like cautious opinion, those are the reasons why it's cautious. City founding, attended a homecoming, blah, 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 blah. So, but yeah, it's good. So we want these to be positive because they have actual direct effects. So this one's pretty happy with us. Argead opinion of you pleased, 100 to 199 value. Each Argead city is now getting 10% less maintenance costs, and each Argead unit that's out in the field is getting plus 5% to their attack and defense values, because the folks at home are happy, which makes the soldiers happy. And then, of course, if it goes negative, you get negative values or negative bonuses. Unfortunately, the 0 to 99 doesn't actually give me any bonuses. It's just kind of the neutral position. So we got to get it over 100 to get these types of bonuses. All right. So, I was wrong about the range here. He can hit me with these elite skirmishers. They have a A 2 range, my bad. He should have focused that guy on him and the ranged on him. That's what a human would have done. So that's a bit of AI silliness, not focusing the damage. 2 from him and 3 from him. We'll finish this guy off. Bring him around to here. That would keep him from being able to hit me. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, that way we kill the unit, but I'm out of range of his skirmishers. This guy's also out of range. So next round, I can advance him to this position. Advance him to I might advance him to this position, get him in. I think Scrub gives... Yeah, Scrub gives a little bit of protection against ranged. And then he'll go into that urban spot right there. So we'll be able to start hitting the fort next round with all 3. And I think I am going to bring him over. So maybe we will go... Yeah, we'll probably have somebody out in the open taking a hit. That's fine. So let's bring him up to here as well. Get everybody 3 spaces away so he can't strike me, but then I'll be able to swarm him next round. Alright, so armies are done. Still got 8 points. Go through our messages. No, I know. Lumber mill finished. We have wood production. +4. Many more of those to come. Ah, more discontent in Pella. Stop it, Pella. You are done. Alright, so we're still waiting on these forests to come back. Man, those have been regrowing for quite a while now. Completed our forum. Let's next work on getting a woodcutter. Yeah. Woodcutter. Let's get our one citizen over into a woodcutter position. Alright, so the Odeon, the garrison. That enables the governor. I really would like to get a garrison up. Plus it gives me another order, a little bit of orders. Sure, that looks like a good spot. Give me a garrison. Next up, got our farm done on the barley field. What was the key that shows? Alright, game. Are you settled down? I'm accidentally turning things on and off. Not that one. That one. Not that one. Not that one. Damn it! And it shows the improvements. There's a key that shows the values. Maybe I have to have a unit selected to see them. None of that, none of that, none of that. Overlays. Hiding things. Locking things. M? I think I pressed M. That just shows the things that have been. Comma? Show current yields overlay. Is it comma? Hey, it's the comma button. I didn't go quite far enough. I got all the way to M. Alright, so 14 food out of that particular location, which is really good. Comma. Who knew? Alright, what are they wanting? They're wanting a granary next to the farm, the barley farm. Better spot would be there for the granary, because then I could put, I've got a lush tile here I could put a farm at. Once we expand out. So let's hold off on that. Maybe it's garrison time here too, so we can get a governor. Why you got to go all the way over there to build the garrison? That's fine. I'm not going to build anything else over there. Next turn. Uh-oh, what did he do? He shuffled something over there. Our son gained some charisma. Yay. Marriage offer from Egypt. No, that's a terrible idea. That's a terrible idea, especially to Alexander. I mean, theoretically, Alexander will probably die before we actually go to war with Egypt, so it's probably not too terrible. He's 50. We'll be lucky if he lasts to 60, 65. So that's really the deciding factor here. Am I going to engage Egypt before that union would die? Negative 149, and they're offering a marriage. Negative 149. Who are you putting up? I'm 50. You're putting up Marasunk, the tactician. She's not a great tactician. Or Ankasanamun, the judge. Again, not too impressed with either. I think I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I don't like either of these. And I'm not really interested in currying favor. Old is, Hatshepsut. I think that's their original ruler. Hey there, you. 71! Wow. She is an ancient crone for this time of, this era. I'm trying to remember if any of my leaders have made it to 71. I remember I got Philip into the late 60s once. 71, man. Yeah, she's gonna die anytime. Yeah, we're gonna say no. No marriage. All right, Oracle got completed by Assyria. We knew that was coming. All right, so hey there, Anit. What advice shall we give? Wisdom, discipline, or courage? Currently, you have discipline 1. This is my daughter, age 13. Stack up the discipline. Nah, let's get some wisdom. Influence mission. Improving relations with oligarch Hidna the Builder. Hey, Hidna. You are head of family for Sipsilids. We're at plus 70. So, start the influence building or too busy. Gain XP. Sure. No marriage. Terrible choices. All right, it's that time. We've got 15 orders. You got a guy into that position there. Let me count the numbers. If we move to there, 1.5 bars inside that city. Ouch. That gets me to 3.5. Gets me to 5. That gets me to 7.5. So it's guaranteed going to take me 2 rounds to take out the fort. We'll get hit twice in the first round, and then we'll destroy it before the second round. I'll end up taking 3 hits total. 2 in the first round, and then 1 in the second. And that's if I ignore that guy. Alternatively, I hit that guy. That's 4.5 from you. I don't think I can kill him with only 2 units. Nope. Oh, maybe. Because that's 5.5. And that's 4.5. Yeah, I could kill that unit with these 2. And then have these 2 start working on the fort. Which means I would take 2 hits instead of 3 hits total. So technically, that's better. Only getting hit twice is better than getting hit 3 times, right? That math flow. So Oh wait, nope. I'm attacking the same unit from the same position. I'd have to put you out here. All right, let's do it that way anyway. Maybe we'll get a critical hit. Get everybody in position. All right, you first. We have a 38% critical hit chance on this one. We did not get a critical hit. Finish him. 15% crit chance. Not sure if we got a crit or not, but we knew he was going to die. Alright, going for the fort. No critical hit yeah, no critical hit chance. 10%. 10%! We got a 10% critical hit! It's not going to change the math any. We're only going to get once instead of twice, actually. Because next round we'll finish the fort before he gets to do another action. So yeah, that worked out just fine. Good job, guys. Good job. 2 orders left. Good thing I don't have anybody else left to give orders to. Everybody's busy. 1 more year, 3 more years, 1 more year. I'm gonna have a lot of workers to give order to next year. 1 on the aristocracy. Okay. End year. Here's the guy off to the right in the bushes. That's my scout. He's hiding in the trees on the hill. He's the one providing me this magnificent view range you see me having up here. It's the only reason I can see this whole area until I brought those guys up. Syria King Ashurbanipal the Strong is dead. Yeah, the original rulers are all dying off now. I think mine was the first of the majors to go. New queen has taken the throne. Tribal raid again. I don't know what these tribal raids are actually doing. Raids emerge. A random number of tribes units are turned into raiders who target a nearby city at war or truce with the tribe. Alright, I guess that just means they're going to start sending units my way. And we gain courage. Or a neat gain courage. Alright, next up. Let's go with... Pasture does horses as well. I think that's the only thing I have near me. Uh-oh, I might need to go phalanx instead. Leads to orders boost, citizenship, battle line, and free hoplite. I'd love to get an early hoplite. Yeah, let's go the phalanx. Phalanx. Alright, so first things first. Yeah, so I've got a scout. I positioned up here on this hill. The little eyeball symbol, as you can see here with the pop-up. Hidden units cannot be seen by other units. Scouts are hidden while on trees, tile, in neutral or friendly territory. So I forward positioned a scout after I did the initial exploration of the map. So he is providing this view range from the top of this hill. And then I have another scout hiding here that's giving me this view range. Between those 2 scouts in the woods, I was able to see all of the activity of these tribes, make sure nothing was coming my way. We'll get them moved once I clear out these other couple of locations. And or we'll park them on the city sites to reserve them. Alright, so unfortunately, I got a lot of stuff I need to do here. And I don't think I'm going to have the orders to do it. Good thing is I don't have to move a lot of my warrior units. They're just going to attack from their current positions, mostly. So that won't burn too many of my orders. Raiders, finish my barracks and the garrison. Awesome. That means we can get a governor. A garrison spot. If I have anybody left to send over to govern. Governors available. I have a choice of a whole bunch actually. Hjalte the Dane. Cruel. Princess Arit would trash my research, would she? My debauched carpenter brother? I think he's my brother. I forget. 4 discontent because he's debauched. There's a That terrible batch of governors. I think I'm going to go with Hojalti the Dane. We got a pretty good research boost, money boost. Low growth and discontent, though. They're not going to like that. I guess I'll send the king over. We'll let him do it. Not using him as a general. I got somebody else governing Pella. Yeah, get on over there. We'll go with the neutral choice. Let's see. Let's finish this off. Hey, buddy. You're taking the brunt of the hits, huh? So, that's my crit specialist. Bring you forward first and try... Look at that. Another critical. You beast. Actually, he didn't get a crit last time. The 10%er got a crit last time. You, I'm probably going to pull back to get healed. Not quite enough points to get back into range. That's fine. Let's bring you in next to finish him off. The Cult of Flame! Scholars at the site of the Danes' defeat discover shrines, carvings, and statues. Blubbity blubbity, what are my choices? Install them in a city to show tolerance. Danes plus 20 opinion. We're going to keep wiping Danes out, so I don't care about the plus 20 opinion. We would also, though, make Alexander the Learned get wisdom. And we would lose discontent levels. That's actually pretty big there. Or deface them and smash to dust. Plus 4 legitimacy. Purified, the Cult of Flame. So legitimacy is very, very important metric. That's this right here, 62 currently, because it's one of the things that directly generates the orders amount. So if I look here, second from the bottom says plus 6.2 from legitimacy. So 10% of your legitimacy is a bonus amount of orders you can give. So it is very important to keep this rising, and it rises for various reasons. Having your scouts discovering landmarks and you getting to name them and wonders and other things. There are a number of ways. But when the monarch dies, you then lose a big chunk. So you're constantly building it up, having it fall back. Building it up further, having it fall back a little bit. Building it up further, having it fall back. So over time, it continues to escalate, hopefully. But super important. So plus 4 is a pretty good number. How old are we now? 51. I'm likely going to only get 10 to 15 more turns out of him, so I tend to start not caring about giving my monarch things like plus 1 wisdom. I start discounting that because I'm not going to get much use out of it after a while. The big benefit here, I think, more is the discontent level. Dropping a discontent level. I don't care about the opinion. I don't really care about Alexander getting another wisdom point. It's helpful, but it's not critical. Or bump up our legitimacy some more. I think I'm going to take the first one. We'll do tolerance. We'll get a short-term bonus out of Alexander, who is now a governor. So we're going to get some more research bonus. And then we'll also drop that discontent level. All right. Now I need to... not leave this empty. I got to leave somebody here in order to preserve this site. So, and I've got to pull this guy back to my own territory. This is where I wish I had my settler ready to go to drop in here, and then I could just heal right here and instantly take the site. But it's going to be 10 turns before I get a settler built, and then another couple to get him moved up there. So that sucks. So, we're going to do this. You definitely have to come back towards home. Is it worth force marching? Yeah, it's worth force marching. Get you right back into the city. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 everywhere. Yeah, how about you go right to the site where the barracks is going to be. Heal thyself. Alright, next up. I got 2 full-strength units that could continue pressing assaults, or at least whittling down guys. I'd really rather send 3. Don't want to move my scout. I don't want to move my scout. I guess I could now. We'll have, I think, vision range without the scout here. Yeah, let's double check. Let's bring the scout up here, and I'll possibly move him onto the city. Oh yeah, we still got lots of vision range. All right. Hey you, I see you over here stealing my resources, you dirty rotten Egyptians. He's running around harvesting all of the local resource nodes. That is an awful. That's a pretty good distance from the capital. Guess that's in range. Okay. So this city is ruled by the Argead family, which normally is one of my warrior families, where I try to produce warriors as quickly as possible. As you can see here, 4 years for the warrior out of here. So I'm tempted to get another warrior pushed forward. Hoplites! Requires stronghold, requires developing culture. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Get the forums going finally, though. Increase my my civics projects number so I can build this stuff faster. Or just say screw it and get all my cities building settlers so I can get these last couple of cities planted before the great the great hold period while I start building like crazy. I think that's what I gotta do. I gotta bite the bullet. I gotta get these guys doing settlers. I need 2 minimum. I gotta get that one settled. That's the linchpin of my defense of the peninsula. Shouldn't be many things trying to go by me when I've got a number of armies and a walled city sitting right here. And then I need that one for the overabundant silver mines, ore mines, and gem mines and hills that we can stack mines into. Those are the critical ones. I don't care about that one other than just to get rid of the barbarians. I don't care. I might eventually care about that. It might have some pretty good terrain around here, but not in the near term. Yeah, just those 2. Those are the critical 2. So I need at least 2 settlers. Okay, like father, like son, my 7-year-old. How many kids do I have now? She did a pretty good job. Of course, we got lucky and we got the wanton trait on Alexander right at the start. So, good old wanton trait. 25% chance a year to have children. That got us quite a few. We don't have any options here. It becomes educated, intelligent, or slothful. Please, not slothful. Educated. +2 of the wisdom. That's the thing that gives me critical hits in combat, as opposed to resource or research bonus. Okay, good job. Worker units. I'm still waiting for these forests to regrow. Man, we must have rolled poor on the respawn timer for those. Just absolutely awful. They've been sitting here chopped down for a long time. No, you're not building a mine. The nets wouldn't be bad. More money is always good. I'm behind on my cash generation right now. All of our maintenance costs are overriding my cash generation. So yeah, let's get doing that. Nets, please. End of year. We're done. Phalanx in 5. Settler in 10. 2 more years before these 3 cities are done with what they're doing before I can start up another settler. Which I'm probably going to be forced to do here in Pella. What's our discontent now? Discontent level 2. We're at +8 per turn. 13 years to go to 3. Okay. See what the new year brings. Oh crap. Oh crap. Were those boats? Was I seeing boats approaching the southern end of my peninsula with no defenders? Oh, they're friendly boats, right? They're bringing trade missions. Yeah, they're bringing caravans to trade, I'm sure. They're not loaded full of warriors. Okay, so the influence mission led to an event. I've got a grandchild, and I've got a grandson second in line, old enough to be tutored, and I am not still generating enough cash to really afford the tutoring. Man, they changed tutoring. Tutoring's way hard to do now. The influence of terror. Okay. So I only have one choice. I don't really care what all this says. I just point at this and go with it. So Oligarch Hidden of the Builder is terrified of me. Lovely. Lovely. She was the leader of which of my families? The Sipsalids? That's not good. Well, I guess it is good. Being terrified of me gave me a plus 100. I had no idea. Huh. Okay. Huh. I'll take it. I'm surprised, but I'll take it. Hostile Raiders Elite Skirmishers seen. I gotta go look at this. Oh my god. They are sending boats. The damn tribes are sending boats. When did this start happening? Well, that's a wrinkle I didn't need. So, apparently we have, you know, tribes to the south. I didn't know this was a thing. This makes my life very difficult. Crappity crap. Elite skirmishers. Same guys I just fought, meaning I'm going to need multiple military units down here to deal with these guys. Oh, standard skirmisher and elite skirmisher. That's the ones I just fought. Yeah, okay. A new wrinkle. Go away, stupid Egyptians! See, this is the problem. If I leave this uncovered, notice how it says city site Greece? That's because I cleared the barbarians, and I have to leave a unit here. If I move all these units off, this guy could come park here. And the only way I could get him out of that space is by declaring war on Egypt. Should he choose to do so. And he's a big enough bastard, the AI is, to actually do that. So, I don't want that. I could park my own scout there, but then the scout would be visible to wandering Gauls who could come and retake the site. So I got to leave at least one military unit here, ideally. All right. Plus, I only have 17 orders to try to relocate an army group way to the south. Oh, man. Come here, you. Your journey south is not yet complete. Where are these guys going to land? I can get to there without spending any forced march orders. I think they're going to land next round, wherever they're going. Watch him beeline and go try to whack my worker one turn before the garrison finishes. God, that would suck. I can't remember the rules for dismounting from boats. I think they're not going to get to attack the turn they dismount. But it's been a year. And I didn't deal with boats much the last time I played, so I don't for certain know the rules. Alright, well, we absolutely have to get somebody down here, so get you close, and then I'll force march you if I have any leftover orders, which I probably won't. That at least gets them in strike range. Screw it. Who are we kidding? We're going to force march you. Probably add a general, too. And promote you. Yeah, let's get just right on the peninsula here. Same movement cost either way. Artelis the commander. Let's see, what order I did it last time? Was it promote and then general? I can't remember which one it let me do both actions. If it was general and promote or promote and then general. Ship units. Unfortunately, not a good list here. Artless for you. Alright, so that gets me 1 unit down there to at least do something with. Can I get 1 more? You guys are in the best shape for a forced march all the way south. 11 orders, huh? How close can we get? 0 orders to there. That is a lot of orders, so I can move this 1 unit to here. And then not do anything else for the rest of the turn. I think that's fine. I think that's what I have to do. Oh, I have to force march you all the way down there. That's why the orders were... Yeah. Okay, 0 orders. That gets me 2 units within striking range. Hopefully that's going to be enough. I got nothing building anywhere over here. I really don't want to send a 3rd unit down there. I'll do it if I have to. Yeah, I really wasn't expecting that. That really puts a kink in the old plans. Well, we're out of orders, so we'll just cancel all these. And do nothing with the rest of them. Study rivals. So, a neat building rival with Aristander. Aristander seems to be 1 step ahead. What shall she do? Take the time to personally train her. So 120 of my civics for that? And my 15-year-old will owe me a favor. That's funny. Or spend cash, throw money at the problem, get her tutoring. So +2 wisdom, +1 wisdom. Or there's no shame in having weakness. Lose legitimacy. And she becomes humble. Gains wisdom and discipline. And we can't do that one. Of course we throw money at the problem. Great Achievers. A group of talented commoners has been brought before the court to be recognized for their achievements. With a small investment, we may offer 1 person the chance to be raised to the status of nobility. Whom shall we choose? Ooh. A new court soldier. More money! It's all my monies! Either Alexander gains XP, which again, he's not long for the world. I'm not excited about that. But man, this is going to put a big hit on my cash supply. Merchant soldier. I think I'm going to go for merchant. A new Laudici. All right. Oh, that's the one I just got. So, age 25. As a general, can heal a neutral territory. And 3 of courage. Kind of weak. Another education choice. Our 10-year-old grandson. Let's get some more tactics going on. You shall be a general. Okay, here comes the fun stuff. What are these guys going to do? How much is it going to hurt? Just don't interrupt my garrison. That's all I ask. I can deal with about anything else. Just don't immediately land and interrupt my garrison building. And a 3rd boat shows up. Huh. So we completed Hanging Gardens. Yay us. Rome is now at truce with Egypt, so that usually means one of the rulers died. And we got a marriage offer, apparently. So yeah, I think it says, oh, it's Assyria. Never mind. That's right. They were at war previously. So they've stopped fighting. They're at truce now. It's the Assyrian connection that I was hoping would go away. Marriage offer from the Sipsalid family. Sipsalids, we're at 141 plus right now. Really, I'd like to get a marriage with the Alcmaeonids going on. Get them boosted up over 100, or at least get the Argiads a little further up. These all decay over time as the various bonuses and agreements and petty feuds and so on slip on and off this list. I don't have access to any of the luxuries yet to make these greedy bastards happy. General discontent is hitting me a bit. They have the fewest cities. They're grasping little jealous folks that want more cities than their other families. Always balancing that out. Somebody's always unhappy. So, what are the choices here? We're 53, marrying 34 or 48-year-olds. -1, -2, and 6 courage. Polycratia, the zealot. Polycratia? Yeah, I'm not sure. Oligarch Hidna. Oligarch is the head of the family. Really? That's probably going to give me quite the boost if I do that one. He's intolerant. Not going to be a good governor. Either form. But am I going to care? Really, I'm just after the boost. Yeah, I'm not sure. If I say no, we tank the opinion a bit, but I've got a bit of range. It's that 420 years that can get a little obnoxious. Dowry will give us 30 metal, and then we'll get plus 40 more opinion, take me to 180. So it's not going to change the category. Plus, we're about to hand the Sipsalid, theoretically, 2 more towns, which is going to piss everybody else off. Damn it, I don't want to say no, but I think I'm going to say no, because we're going to give them towns, which is, or we already gave them one. We're going to give them another one here pretty soon, which will counteract this. I really want to get a marriage to the Alcmaeonids. Well, let's say no on that one. Gorgo is the governor of Pella. She gets a promotion. So either upgrade to robust. More orders per year as the governor. Hell yeah. I don't care what the rest of these are. I need orders. Give me them orders. So we got our garrison done. Yay. I can put a governor in Kume now. Yes, flashy governor button. Let's click on you. Let's do... I think we're going to have to go with a REIT here. Six more years for the settler. So they haven't landed. I got 3 boats floating around out here now. Let's go through the rest of these before I do anything else. Worker, woodcutter, and festival done. There it is. Look at that. Glorious. Hanging Gardens. Plus 3.2 growth per year. Plus 20% of 16 in Pella. Plus 4 culture per year. +2 victory points, and all cities get plus 20% growth. So, yay! Cities are going to grow citizens faster. I've already got 5 currently here that aren't being utilized, which is bad. I need to get these people to work. Hey, Pella. But I need another settler too. Alright, get the settler. That'll be the last one, I swear. So we'll have 2 settlers queued up, both done in 6 years. Plonk 1 there. Roll the army north. Plonk 1 there. Unfortunately, these guys are going to keep putting out military units if I don't get my act together and get them cleared out. I don't know what I'm going to do about this stuff. They're coming from this other damn continent. That sucks. Andor, this is a big bay, and it wraps around. It likely wraps around. This is probably a big bay right here. They're just floating across the bay. Oh, what to do? So, if they land up here, I can relocate fairly quickly. So we got 1 guy positioned here. If I put 1 guy up on the hills. Let's see. Back a space. The boats aren't being able to move very far. They could, I think, get to land in 1 turn. They won't be able to do much. More elite skirmishers. That's a lot of military. I mean, I've only got 4 myself. I got 3 floating around deciding where they're going to land. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. Yeah, I think I'm just going to move there. Leave him. I'm going to have to bring another unit down until I deal with this, guys. This is going to really seriously delay my clearing out this stuff. South you go, buddy. You will squat on the outpost site. Scouts will stay in their current positions, so that'll be my northern defense while I try to get armies down to deal with the boats. Done, 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 and it's time. It's time. We got our worker done. Let's start working on... Yeah, Vorm. And... So we got our worker, our citizen woodcutter specialist, so we're getting a big boost. So I think we were at, what, 4 previously? So we got a pretty good boost. Putting him to work. But I got 1 more citizen I can assign. I've got 1 more stone cutter we could get going. Get him working or do infrastructure. Currently we're at plus 22 stone production, but we're building quick. Need to stay ahead of that. Yeah. Get another one of him going. Oh, I get to pick which site? That one. Next worker. They're wanting... We have a barracks here. They're wanting another barracks, are they? Get a hamlet for some cash output. I don't have any shrines up yet. +1 per year. +1 order per year per adjacent wonder. Why would you want that over? Oh, I guess I surrounded this. I guess I could put a shrine here instead of the theater. Oh, wait, we get the orders bonus. -1 discontent. +2 culture. Enables an acolyte. Yeah, let's do a shrine over here. You go there. Ignore the theater option. They were saying shrine to Zeus for the culture bonus and the civics bonus. I mean, orders bonus and civics bonus. Yeah, I like it. Counselors. Oh, we have ambassadors unlocked. I didn't notice. Crap. Hey, ambassador. It's even got a glowy button. Who do we want to make an ambassador? Who would be a terrible, terrible ambassador? Not the generals or the governors. I guess Craterus wouldn't be terrible. Not great. Our team of the proud. Ooh, ouch. I mean, really good other things, but ouch. I guess we're going to take the least offensive option. And maybe I can do it with Python. Plus 34 in opinion. I'm not sure I care about the religion opinion right now. Yeah, let's do that. We have an ambassador. Now I got to remember how to use him. I forget. What do we need? We need zealot, judge, or builder, and then the spoked wheel tech, tactician, schemer, scholar, and the portcullis. All right, it'll be a while for those. What else? Already got the ambassador. I'm not doing tutoring. And do I want to go on a mission? Rally the troops. 2 years to complete. 75%. 130 training. XP. Family marriage. Let's look at that again. So I'd like to get an Alcmanid family marriage. Ah, cost my civics and orders. Do it anyway. Alright, 3 orders left. Go with the granary. Next to the barley. Don't want to put it there, though. It'd actually be better right there, because then I could put farm on the lush, farm on the lush, farm on the lush, and all of these would be getting the bonus from the granary here. So that would be the superior granary location. But I don't want to put that unit up north where these guys might go mess with it either. So let's go get some cash from the pearls. Stay away from me, boats. Who's left? Ah, another worker. Damn it. I only got 1 order left. Already got 1 shrine going. We could do Athena. Get the theater going. Yeah, sure. Go out here and we'll get the theater going next turn. Alright, let's see what all these boats are going to do. How goes world domination? I'm trying to fend off an invasion of barbarians. They're ashore. They've come ashore. And I just spotted a 4th boat. It's a flat out invasion. It's D-Day. It's the BC D-Day. What the hell? And look, Alexander is severely ill. 70% chance he's gonna die. Damn it! right when the war starts. The boats just hit the beach, and my leader's gonna croak again in the worst possible time. And I also lost my scientist. And the family I was about to try to marry into, they just lost the oligarch. Yet another grandchild. Yeah, this is bad. This is very bad. Yeah, goodbye. A war demand. An emissary from Rome arrives by horseback. Queen Adia, the new of Rome, is willing to avoid conflict, but only... Oh, Rome wants me to pay tribute. Hey, Rome, go fuck yourself. To put it politely. No, screw you, Rome. You're like two empires away from me. $420. Or give them research, or let's go to war. And I gain 6 legitimacy. Screw you! Give me legitimacy right before I die. I need the legitimacy pump because we're about to die and we're gonna lose a bunch, and then I'm gonna have no orders while getting invaded by a horde of boat floating barbarians. Never. All right. Hey there, Duke Orestes. My grandson, I gotta check his family tree before he kicks it. I can check it afterwards too, but I gotta remember to click that button so we can see just how many kids and grandkids have spawned out of Alexander the Wanton here. So what are we gonna focus on? Unit tactics or battlefield leadership? So General Ambassador or General Spy Master. We're gaining Commander or Tactician. That's one thing I don't think the game puts enough emphasis on is putting forth the importance of these decisions, like this commander decision. There are certain offices that are only available, certain very, very important diplomatic options that are only available if, like, you're an ambassador. It's just really, really important things that happen depending on some of these choices, and I don't think it's nearly obvious enough just how critical some of them are. And I don't remember them, and I'm not going to pick correctly. I don't know it well enough with this being my first game in a year to really make educated decisions there. So I think we'll go Tactician with this guy, though. Yeah. So we'll gain the wisdom and discipline. All right. Hey, look, another heir, the third in line. My grandson, third in line. We got too many others out there. I already got somebody in tactics. I already got a student in commerce. So I guess we'll go politics. Finished our nets. So let's go look at the nonsense. Look, another boat showed up. One guy landed. 2 approached my city. And there's a 4th boat back here now. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. Things were looking real good until the last 2 turns. So yeah, let's go look at his family tree here. Where was that? Not the succession laws, not inheritance. You're in here somewhere. Research, city screen. I guess that is the one. Inheritance screen. All right, so yeah, we started as Philip, King Philip, with Alexander being the sole child. So yeah, this is what Alexander has created. So 5 children of his own still alive. Or no, 4 children. 3 children? Yeah, some of these are marriages. These are marriages. Only 3 still. I think I lost one somewhere. You know, in the luggage. So we got a pretty solid succession line. I'm not too worried about the succession. Princess Arit being our primary heir. At 32. Poor Alexander. Philip made it to 62. Alexander's going to have to make a lucky die roll to get past 54. Let's go ahead and roll through these. So we know about the attack. And he did get to disembark from the boat and attack. So that really annoys me. Most games that I know tactics-wise don't allow that. It's like a full, you're done, just disembarking and getting the units into order. This, I mean, yeah, this is crazy. Being able to hit the beach and fight up a hill and do some damage to a elite unit. That's not good. With 3 more boats coming. And we're about to take a big hit in our orders rate as soon as Alexander fails his roll. So, we know about that. We know about that. Yep. Yep. More discontent in our capital city again. So, we won't make the roll until the end of this next round. Hey there, Ambassador. What can you do for me? Tribal Truce? Is it time for that yet? Who are these from? It just says tribal. I don't know who these are from. It just says tribal. Like barbarian tribal? They're not affiliated. I can't declare peace for like Gauls or the Danes. I'd declare peace for the Danes if I could. Maybe I'll do that. Because I'm not planning on going this way for quite a while. All I want is that and to get my city here. So, and I'm running out of civics really quickly. I think he requires civics to do this ambassadorial stuff, right? Tribal truce, Danes who are furious at me. Oh, it costs training points and orders. Alright, we got to do that last. I got to make sure I get the military stuff done first before I use up all my orders. So I had one more unit on the way south. I can barely get him in range. I'd have to force march to get an attack. That's 4, and yeah, we're going to be half a point short, point and a half short. I can't kill this guy in one round with these 2 units. It'll take one more round to kill that one. Meanwhile, these are coming ashore with only 1 defender. Alright, well, I don't see much choice here. We got to prevent his movement inland. Force march and attack. I could really use a nice solid critical hit out of you right now. Yeah, 1.5 still, unless we get a crit. No crit. Alright, so we'll finish him next round, but that means he's going to get another hit in on us. But I'll finish him with this unit, and we'll rush this unit south to deal with whatever happens here. Oh, I can hit the boat, can I? Really? That's interesting. Sure. Chop them boats up with your swords. They're bringing them a little too close to shore, apparently. Okay, done with those 2, done with him. So with the damage, that's the lowest unit though, isn't it though? That's the regular skirmisher. Yeah, that's the lightest unit. So that's an elite. That's an elite. Those are the tougher ones. So with that damage, he can still land and hit me. Kill him. If he does land, we probably have enough damage between these 2 to kill him. And we're down to these 2. I've got the 3 units I think will kill all these. If I keep them down here, it's just going to delay everything. So, everything's just going to be delayed. Alright, done, done, done. Not moving you, not moving the scouts. I got 12 orders still. See, we didn't even use that many orders. Hey, a forest grew back. We can get another lumber mill down. I don't want nets for the fish. We're at... So, this is not just... Right now, if I put nets in here, I'd get 10 extra food per year, which is nice. I mean, we do need to keep increasing our food supply across the empire. But almost more importantly, it provides this. This is +2 growth per year, which is what's generating the citizens that I can put out as specialists, which are like force multipliers for the resource harvesting. But the specialist training is, it takes time, and it takes the building slot, just like if I was doing the city infrastructure stuff, so it's really slow. But the growth is important. But I think it's more important that I get at least 1 more lumber mill up. So let's get you over here and get the lumber mill going. Next, hey, we got the theater done. Time for more poets. They are suggesting things I don't want to do. Do I have road building yet? I don't even know if... I don't think I even have road building yet. Oh, I do have roads. Alright, I need to get roads down. Currently, all my cities are connected. Oh, wait. I think these guys are blockading my cities. No, they're not. Okay, good. I was worried that their little thing here was blockading the connectiveness of my cities. via the water routes, but that's not. So that's good. I don't know. Probably should get started on some roads, like up to there, so I can move units faster. I need to get a road built from this city, which is one of my unit-producing cities, up north as well. So let's hold off on building more that stuff. Go road building. All right, 1 space per turn. That'll take a while. And you're not even gonna try to talk about getting more lumber mills down? Yeah, actually, I don't have much metal production. I'm only at plus 0.5 over my maintenance. You have a couple of hills back here. Alright. We'll okay that. We'll go for a mine. And that's it, huh? Time to see what the froggy natives are going to do. Cool. He left my my worker alone at least. Ouch. A little more damage than I was expecting on that northern fight there. Okay. So yeah, not good. Another tribal raid is forming up. I don't remember this mechanic. I don't know if it is new from the when I last played, or if it's modified and just more noticeable. So Christianity has been founded. All right, so we got another religion out there. We survived. Holy crap, we survived the illness. We rolled 30%. We had a 70% chance of near death. Or 70% chance of death. And we rolled the 30% and recovered. Hopefully we don't get that again anytime soon. I'm shocked. I thought we for sure were losing Alexander. But we lost Hidden of the Builder. My court continues to get depleted. Christianity founded. From Assyria, huh? Arrest the apostate. Well, I don't think Judaism has taken much of a hold yet. I'm trying to remember. Is there a... Which am I looking for? City screen? I don't think it shows here. Ah, religion. Yeah, none of the religions have taken hold in any of my cities yet. So, what shall we do? Shall we embrace Christianity? Lose a tiny bit of legitimacy? Yeah, let's go ahead. Alright, Anit has grown up. She's 18. Time to head out into the world. So, that becomes exotic. And becomes exploring. Cannot marry, cannot have children, cannot be a governor or general, can only be part of exploring events. No, I don't want that. That is, I'm confusing my heir, Arit, who's 33, with my youngest daughter, Anit. So I guess it's not terrible. We've already got the succession secured. She's not even on the list of the top 4. Yeah, maybe I'll turn her loose and we'll get some... I haven't done too much of the exploring chain of events. Oh, she's going exploring no matter what. I didn't notice. So she becomes exotic. She becomes vigilant. But that's weird. So she gets vigilant, and it shows me bonuses for being a governor or a leader, but she's not allowed to be a governor. Or stay safe here with us. Become loyal. And be usable in any of the normal positions. She's got 3 wisdom and 1 discipline, so she'd have 3 and 3 wisdom, discipline, and be available for other things, or send her out exploring. Yep. Head on out. Commerce studies. Excuse me? She's exploring. Else does she contribute to the court? She's going to go wandering. It's funny. That's funny. Builder or diplomat. And she can't do either. That's, yeah, that's kind of odd. I guess I'll go, it's mainly down to what bonus she's going to get. +3 to discipline or +3 to, good old charisma. I think we'll go charisma. So on her journeys, maybe she can talk her way out of some craziness. All right, back to business. What are events? Attacked. We know. Another death. Christianity. Yep. And yep. Oh yeah, how the family's doing? Ouch. Dropping fast. Constant struggle with those people. Alright, so what are we looking at? They landed. How much damage can we do? Can't quite kill it this round with this 1 unit. But the 1 unit could deal with that, assuming another unit didn't add in. We've got to do this. Get rid of that unit. We don't know where that one's going. I think I'll just, again, can't heal here. I need to move to at least here if I want to heal. And then an elite would land and probably do more damage to me, but that would be acceptable, I guess. Then we could surround and crush. So, yeah, go there and heal this round. You step across. Strike. Finish them off next round. So, kill the next round. If they land, these 2 might not get the kill immediately. The round after, and then we'll have just the 1 left to deal with currently. Problem is, I mean, I hope I don't get another wave of 4 like just happened, but another one formed up. But I think it's coming from this direction. Because the Melidos was the city that was named. So I don't know how that's going to work. If they're going to come out here and come down, they could just walk over. So yeah, but I need at least 2 pretty tough units down here to deal with if one of these guys shows up. I can kill them with 2 of my units, but these are my high strength, high XP units that I've trained up to take on encampments. It's not showing the turn counter anymore. Is it because I can't quite see the villages now? Yeah, I've lost some of my visibility. I think I want to bring back here. Yeah, 2 years. Another one's going to pop out. 35 years. Apparently another one just recently popped out of there. So yeah, I'm not getting my view up here to see the counters. You gotta stay. And I was building roads. Keep building roads. Year's over already. Stonecutter, settler. Both settlers will be done in 4 years. I've only got 1 city secured. I need that one. Even if I have to live with nearby Gauls coming at me, I need that one. So it's going to be, hopefully, eliminate these last couple of units and get 2 of the units forward. And as soon as the settler's done, get some more defenders built to handle peninsula ship raids. And start getting some phalanxes out there. Although they'll probably take forever to build. Hopefully I get the free hoplite next. Get this one finished, have the free hoplite show up, grab it, which will take several turns, and I'll have it for home defense. Alright, well, not much else I can do right now. See how it shakes out. Alright. Oh, they're going to tag team my guy. Okay. Ah, they're going to triple team him. There's the boat. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. You have failed? Yeah, I knew I was going to fail that one. Oh well. Egypt is now at war with the Danes. That's not good, actually. Orders boost. 20 orders. No, where's my phalanx? Or my unit? Dang it. I don't want your stinky 20 orders boost. That only lasts for a turn. I don't have enough units to use that. I guess we're going with sovereignty, and I won't have the civics to enact it for quite a while. More discontent that I'm also not dealing with. Uh-oh, we pegged our training levels. No, I need to do more force marching, or I need to upgrade units. Yeah, it's not good because Egypt could be marching this direction to take out these Danish sites. I was really hoping to secure those for myself. But once Rome and Egypt stopped fighting each other, that turned Egypt loose to start coming east. So that could be a really bad thing for me. Especially with all these pesky boats. But yeah, this is hilarious. He did a boat to bring a unit over. He could have just walked faster than the boat's going to get here. But now I've got that problem where, you know, I have no military unit over here to deal with this boat. So, what are we going to do? We're going to send you over this way. Right after I deal with everything else. We'll have to send the scout up to hopefully hold that site, which he won't be able to do. Alright, you guys. Stop being mean to me. Gotta kill that unit. Got to do this strike. And do this strike. And we're just not going to kill him. Damn it. Unless somebody gets a crit again. We're going to be half a bubble. Or no, bubble and a half again. That's 4.5. And 4, so yeah. Bubble and a half. If either of them gets a crit, we'll kill him. Otherwise, I'm getting close to being in danger of losing a unit if he turns around and strikes him and lands these guys and strikes him. If he concentrates the fire, I'll have to retreat him after the first round and let these two guys finish. So, let's try the obvious one first. No crits. And that's so weird the way that works. I think this is the better position. Ah, one bubble left. Damn it. No units I can move into place. Hopefully that protects this unit, though. I think he's pegged in place due to the movement rules, zones of control. I don't think he'll be able to move to a position where this unit can hit me. So if he lands this guy, he can hit me here, for here, or here. But that lessens the chance that I'll lose the unit, which would really suck. Especially if either of them gets a critical hit and finishes me. Gotta preserve that training and all the bonuses. Alright, 16 left. All of these guys are done. I got no choice. You got to force march your way over here. 7 to get me there. All right, meet him on the shore. And I've got to get you there. Poor man's city holder. Two orders left, huh? I think you'll just sit. Funds for the faith. Stop coming to me for cash. Missionaries from Assyria have arrived in the capital to raise funds for the ongoing spread of Judaism. In Amphipolis. Judaism is trying to take root in Amphipolis, huh? I just said hi to the Christians. $140 and Judaism is in Amphipolis, or no funds to spare and the queen becomes disappointed. I'm gonna say Assyria can go fly a kite. Fund it. Why? I haven't dealt enough with religion, and I only have vague memories of just how important it is. I know it's important in various ways if you know how to leverage it, but I don't know how to leverage it. Sure, go for it. Uh-oh, another marriage option. From the Argiads. They're also the next one to get. Oh, we fell below the 100 benchmark, so we're not getting bonuses for 2 of our families again. The Alcmanids I really want to get a marriage with. Didn't I have a marriage thing going to try to marry into Alcmanids? I'm a little confused. I remember doing a mission for that. I don't want to marry these. Bitter. Well, we're likely, as we've just recently had reinforced, not going to be around long. I guess I better take one. That's, what? That's a wash. 4 positive, 4 negative traits. I guess it's, Felina, the bitter. Double arguments. Morality is relative. We become eloquent, or Duke Suppulus, my third in line grandson does anyway. Or becomes vigilant, city defense. Or, most important thing is staying true and just, becomes righteous. Lower discontent. Yeah, let's go with discontent. Legacy of the King. How do you want to be remembered? The many years, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is a new ambition. We will strike at the Gauls. Why do they keep giving me... They did this to me last time. They give me a mandatory, well, sort of mandatory. They give me a start ambition, and then they kill my king like 2 turns later. And then it turns into a legacy, and then I still can't finish it in time with the next guy. It seems to be a theme. Develop 5 or control 5 developing cities. Yeah, right. We're 2 out of 5 so far. 3 more, huh? 6 forums, or strike at the Gauls, kill 5 Gauls. I mean, that's probably the most likely, given our current situation. Although, if they keep converting their units into raiders not affiliated with any tribe, then I don't get credit, I don't think, for those. Is there going to be enough Gauls left? Got what? 1, 2, 3 forts. Probably at least 1 or 2 units each. Yeah, we'll go for the Gauls. We're going to try to wipe them out anyway. Okay. Yeah, well, there we go. More boats. I think that's the last one. out of the current list of messages I remember getting. So hopefully these guys land now. And we can kill that one. And the next turn, finish this one off. And this guy should be able to deal with him solo. Well, he is an elite. That'll be a fight, but he should win it. Although he's going to get to strike first, which is annoying. I really disagree with the whole land, boat, and attack thing. That bugs me. I don't think it should be that way. You know, speaking as the person on the receiving end of that arrangement. All right, year 44. Moving to year 45. Well, that's not what I wanted. He did get to move and strike me. I didn't count that south maneuver. I think that was my fault. So, Greek paganism has been founded. We founded Greek paganism, right as I invited in the Judaism, huh? Thanks. Thanks, game. Once again, you're screwing with me. Now I'm going to have a war of religions in my empire. Lovely. And we're feeling ill. So once again, we're have to court death. 20% chance of death. Better than 70% chance. Although it's 20% death, 20% switching to severely ill. So we got a 60% chance to clear it up this time. So last time we survived a 70% death roll. This time we'll fail the 20% death roll. That's how my luck usually goes. Princess Arete, the wanton. Yes, my daughter is wanton. Like father, like daughter. And the prince consort have given birth to another child. So the succession is secured. And Laodice, the soldier, converted to Greek paganism. Game's really dogpiling. Lot of dogpiling going on. Yeah, look at that. There's that free hit they got again. And it's going to take me three turns to kill him. We'll win eventually. So I screwed this one up. That guy was here, but he somehow managed to convert to this position. I think he went to the water and then to here to hit me. So my guy, one more hit and my guy's going to die. So I got to pull this guy way out. Let's see. Best way to do this. We absolutely have to get him as far away as we can. I just need to get him preferably far enough that he can both move and heal, but be safe. We are going to... He is going to kill him. He is going to come straight forward and hit this guy. And then the two that are left will finish him off next round. So yeah, I just need to get this guy into range of a city. I might force march a free heal. Or force march a heal. Kind of odd, but I've seen computer do some pretty wacky things with water movement. So I'm afraid he'll chase my guy down and try to finish him. So, go there. Oh, he got the heal in anyway. Cool. Alright. Awesome. That'll make sure he's not going to get killed. Next up. You are the superior warrior. Four damage versus 3.5 damage. So, yeah, I want you moved forward. Bring you forward. Oh, that's right. We're getting the culture bonuses for killing the barbarians. Forgot I was getting those. Alright, so next turn, definitely finish him off. That will theoretically clear the backfield. 2 more years for our 2 settlers, and then we can get some home defense units crafted up. Need to get one positioned in each city. I really only need one for the occasional boat, as long as I don't stack up 4 like I did last time. That's what really sucked. And once I have a home defense unit in each of the cities for garrison duty, and get some roads connecting these, I'll be able to, if they attack here, I'll be able to pull the defensive units to assist, and it will once again have our secure peninsula. Just going to cut into my timing as everything else has been doing. More roads, please. So, not moving, not moving. Fighting. And we're down to the worker. Oh, the city. I think I must... I want hoplites. 12 years. Requires stronghold. Phalangites. 20 hit points, 5 attack defense, 2 move. So it's 1 extra attack defense. For 2 extra years. I think... Urgh. 50 metal and 50 wood for this bad boy. I've only got 62 lumber currently. I don't have all my lumber mills up and going yet. Yeah, I can't afford that. Stinky warrior is what you're gonna get. Hey there, Alexander. Convert. No, we're not doing any of that. Alright, so we got that mill up. Time to get the next one going. Don't have enough, what? Oh, it's outside my territory. Ah, it's outside my territory. my blue border does a little bend right there. I didn't realize that was outside. Well, that sucks. I need to grow my territory. I need to get a urban structure built somewhere. So, towards that end. Shall we do... Oh, we got no choices here. Alright. Get some scrub. That spot's outside my borders as well. Damn you, crazy borders. Alright, we'll just do some tree chopping. Soul lumber mill. No bonuses. Got a military unit nearby. We're just going to wait on you. 4 orders left. Start working on... I think I'm going to start working on the road network over the other direction with this guy. I think I have to figure out where to send all the workers back again. Probably what I should have done with him is started the road network over here too. I need to get the basic road web put together between my basic cities. So you go there and start building a road. Off we go. Uh-oh. No! No! Damn it! Stop with the boats! I'm sick of the boats! And Rome has gone after the Danes. Not good. So, we're no longer ill again. Yay, us. Oligarch Pella has died. Governor. And my new wife, is not feeling well. I swear, the entire governing structure of my empire is all going to kick it within about a 5-year period of each other. Family friend, huh? This is the 14-year-old. Gain XP or he gains a charisma. What do you got currently? 1 charisma, 2 wisdom. Sure, let's grab the stat. Who's available? The generals. Aristander. So that's just a scout boat. Or an explorer, that is. It's not good that the explorers run around my area, but I can deal. We're going to finish him off this round. Then it's going to take me multiple rounds to heal everybody back up. I need to get you healed, and apparently I got to rush you north too, because while we'll win this fight, he'll be so wounded by the time this guy shows up, I won't be able to deal with him. So, take a turn to heal again. Yep, 2 more rounds. Not good. Possible I can heal faster than the one can do damage, so I'll finish him next round. Hopefully he doesn't have enough points to land and hit me next round. Then it gets a little dicey. Vorm complete. Yay, Vorm. Get a miner going or get... No, we need to get the basic city defense garrisons troops. An aspiring officer culture event in Kume. So, raise him up to a court soldier or gain training points, which I'm already pegged on, so that's not useful. Court soldier, please. Myrtail. 7 courage. Alright, that's pretty good. Just need time to get that one turned into a general for somebody. More roads, please. And back up to here. Road. We're clear. Bring you north to road there. Where are we going to run this road? Here and then to here, I think. You, same thing. So I'd rather have the road here. All right, so 3 turns. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 turns. Get the road in here to get these connected. Then I'll have a about the same amount of time with 2 guys working on each end. We'll have this connected. Already got that just about connected. I just need to get the road here connected, and then we'll eventually need one going out the other way, but that one will... Year end already. Oh, I think he's pillaging my crab field. My crab nets. Finally 79. She almost made it to 80. Good lord. I'm trying to remember if I've ever seen one that old. I was surprised when we saw her at 72, and then I forgot she was still tottering around. Made it to 79. Okay. Hjalti the Dane is converted to Judaism. And our wife, our second wife is now severely ill. 70% chance of death. Alright. The Gauls ask for a truce. Oh, man. Don't ask me now. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I still got these three to deal with. Do I think I have a solid foothold? We're going to be able to start building a warrior here. If I leave one warrior here currently, run these other two north, that'll give me the 3 warriors that I was earlier clearing with. I'd really like to have 4. 3 years for that one, 7 there. Especially with the roads going in, that'll help me quite a bit because I'll be able to maneuver guys around a lot simpler for coastal defense. It's just a matter of, do I think I'm going to get any more boats from the south? If I don't think I'm going to get more boats from the south, then I'm going to say no to this truce. Well, the problem is, if I say yes and go for the truce and then break it in the short term, I take big diplomatic hits. I think I can pull it off. I think I can say no, keep control of my peninsula, and still push against the Gauls. I need these last 3 taken care of. Then I can sit back and start consolidating. Do some vertical. Before the Egyptians and the Romans start rolling my way. So it's all a matter of timing and what I know is going to be negative diplomatic events if I take a truce and then break it short term. So I'm going to say no. Mercenary band of archers has arrived in the capital, offering its allegiance. Money. Again with the money. Hell yeah, I'll take archers. Yay, and the settler's done. Oh, finally. Things are happening. Things are happening. Now the problem here is, I'll kill him. He'll land troops and hit me. Shouldn't kill me. Then I'll have to either retreat away or heal in place if I think I can heal enough to keep ahead of him. The damage. I've got archers nearby now that I can bring up. I can get to there this turn and bring them into the fight next turn. Oof, we're up to 24 orders. Look at that legitimacy jump. I'm going to be sad when Alexander goes away. I'm going to be sad. Let's look at events first. That we know about. 2 settlers complete. That completes my settler building for a while, thank goodness. Alright, so order of events. Actually, I could bring the archer forward, force march him, and kill that with the archer. That would give him a full round now of healing. I think that's a better play. So, we'll bring you forward. We will force march you. Your range is what? 3? I need to get him. Yeah, I need to get him here. I needed one more space of movement to be able to get in range. So let's yeah, that's fine. Put you there. Kill him off. And then you can get a full heal on. Awesome. Alright, these 2 will be able to take him out now, no problem. Thank goodness for the mercenary archers. I need cash. That's why I've been building all the nets and harvesting all the crabs and the clams. For cash. Cash value. Just so I can afford events like that. I need to get that recovered. All right, so that's done. 17 points left. Let's get you pushed forward again. Get this glorious road. We almost got it all the way there. Hey, settler, come on up. Not quite enough. One space short. Let's see. If we go to that position, we get the incense. Or whatever that is. Yeah, incense. But we can push for it later. I think I'll just take the center point on the hill, hill with the fort right next to the water. So go to there. Horse march again. Go to there. And this was going to be another Argead. Go look at our family happiness. They're already at 132. Alchemanids are going to be mad, but the Alchemanids... Oh yeah, they're not going to get anything. They're going to be unhappy with me for a while. They're back of the pack. Can't help it. I need these guys to be Argeads. Gordon. And that means I can now get this guy back into a spy position over here to watch for these sneaky Egyptians or Romans coming across my way. And I'm debating pushing this guy further north now. Now that we've got this and this, I think I'll be able to keep an eye on all this. Yep, cool. Alright, so we maintained our vision range everywhere, and this pushes me up far enough to see... another unit in 2 years! Oh, it develops into an encampment. The defenses are getting stronger. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. That's a Gaelic outpost. I think that's going to turn into a... Yeah, the improvement. Encampment. Alright, well, not much I can do at the moment. Hopefully nobody wanders into my scout. So we're good there. Idle city, warrior. We know what they're going to have to do. Stop it. I want the city. 4 turns, 4 years. I think for this one I will go with the spearmen. Ooh, they're letting me hurry production finally. I actually have the 330 civics to hurry production. I'm tempted, but I'm not gonna. The new city. Start with the walls? Don't start with the walls. Start with a defensive unit. Yeah, let's go with the slinger. Alright, you, the other settler. We're going to bring you north with whatever available orders that are not critical, so... Need to get more road building done before I move that settler. No hurry on that one. This road is going to go... back down this way. You are going there. And unfortunately, I'm going to be out of orders. Don't have enough orders to do all my road building. Out of orders. Missed the road building there and there. It'll take a little longer than I hoped. Alright, warrior, spearman. Hey there, Pella. What are we going to have you do? I really need to get the specialists out. Elder poets. Yeah, we're going to spend some time getting some citizens. Jobs. Potential resources. Go, Trapper. I want you on elephant number 1. Alright, so one incoming fight we should be able to handle. That, I think, is the last of the current... You're getting raided. Yeah. I think we got things back under control again. Now, if anything else shows up, by the time they hit land, I think I will have the roads and a few extra defensive units ready to go. I'll be able to push my experienced warriors forward again. We'll use them to clear out the last 3 here. And I've already got the settler built to take the site. So, yeah, I think things are back on track. I'm ready for you to die, Alexander. You have my permission. They didn't even land the raiders. So she gained discipline. My prince consort died. My son-in-law. All right, and my queen consort died. Once again, mass die-offs. At the funeral for Queen Consort, Philotas the Scholar has accused you without evidence of orchestrating the recent death of your spouse. Lovely. Huh. Gonna be that way, are you? So my choices are decry such heartless accusations, gain legitimacy. He starts plotting against the guy that's gonna die. I mean, look at Alexander now. He's 60. He's no longer eligible for generalship. We've got a change in portrait. We're now old portrait. So do I care if he plots against him? Not particularly. Stay silent in the face of such lies. Gain 8 orders. And Alexander becomes corrupt. Again, do I care? I sort of care. He is a governor. So it's going to be expensive. A lot more maintenance. I don't think I need the 8 orders now that we're out of the emergency. I think I will let him plot against me. We'll gain 2 more legitimacy. Nomads. Culture event. Strong culture event in our capital, Pella. Young man claiming to be a prophet seeks permission to build a permanent home for his people. Nomads, they have wandered the wilderness for generations, now seek to establish a spiritual homeland. Is this Christianity? Nope, Judaism. Sure, might as well. Plus 90 civics. I need civics. If they stay, they must worship as we do. Yeah, this is where it's going to become irritating. Let's go ahead and push for it. Okay, youthful zeal. Encourage rebellion. Becomes endeared to me, but he could become spoiled. Remind him of his place. Becomes estranged, but humble. Toss him in the dungeon anyway. Who is this? My 3rd in line grandson? Oops. Hey there, buddy. She just lost her husband, Prince Consort Stadius. But they have already produced a bunch of kids. Do I care? 16 years old. Oh. A lot of events this time around. Your grandson, Duke Orestes, bounds into the hall. Feet of the Prosperous. Discipline 3, nothing else really going for it. Yeah, I really want to rather marry into the Alcmaeonids. So, we'll honor that one. And the same guy completed his training. I don't remember what I was teaching this guy or wanting him to be. Discipline, wisdom. What do you got? Whoa, you're pretty stacked. 2212. All right, another law to enact. Do we pick centralization or vassalage? So, centralization, 400 of my precious civics. We get 10 civics per year bonus. Capital city gets plus 20% research. And a flat +1, I think. Something like that. Or vassalage. Minus 50% unit consumption. I think that's referring to maintenance costs of the units out in the field. Maybe? I don't remember what unit consumption is. Hey game, do you tell me what unit consumption is if I push the button? Nope. I have nothing called consumption. Back to this one. I don't care if he becomes estranged. He can be humble. Vassalage. Vassalage. Any more? Doesn't tell me what that actually means. I don't know what that means. Well, that means we're going to take centralization. We're going to take the bonuses. All right, back to no civics. And I'm not gaining money fast enough. I need more money faster. Nah, discontent. I gotta check discontent across the various cities. I think it's starting to get a little rough. That feels like they changed that too. I don't think it's as bad as it was when I first started playing, so I'm a little paranoid about the discontent levels and the effects. Hey there. Discontent. Level 2, 2, 2, 1, and 0. And got a little while before they're going to hit their next levels. Alright, so it's affecting opinion, which is important. It's affecting growth, research, and maintenance. Alright, so I gotta start, as soon as the next wave of upgrades are done, I think I gotta start throwing festivals for a couple of rounds in order to lower some discontent until I get some anti-discontent buildings and stuff done. There are fixed city positions, yes. Every map is generated with specific city locations. You can't just build wherever you want. It's different from Civ standard 4X type games in a number of important ways. That's one of them. But the city sites are numerous enough that you don't normally feel too much of a hassle about it, and it makes the maps more interesting in various ways. So, all right. What's the critical stuff? He did not land his boat. He's sailing around apparently. I can move pretty quick to get over there. Let's give you another round of healing. Get the archer posted up over in the city, waiting for that boat to land. Actually, I might have been able to shoot it if I'd moved to the right spot. That's fine. So we'll deal with him. Get this road finished up. Nice and important, because now we have it connected to our capital city. Gives us various bonuses. We'll let that worker stay here and work on improvements. Need to get other military units moved. That takes a lot of my points. You need to get north. How far can we get now? Look at that glorious movement rate. I don't have my roads done yet. Let's actually finish the roads, then we'll move, guys. Add road, and add road. Alright, we have our great north-south road complete. Now, look at that. We can get all the way to there in his normal movement. If I force marched him, I could probably get him all the way up here. Let's just get him to his normal movement. And I think he's my last. Oh no, I got one. No, you got to heal. All right, so he'll take off north as well, and I think I'll leave this guy here for just a little bit longer until we get a few of these other local warriors done. So he'll hang out for 4 turns to make sure we have a response if anybody else lands. Plus, he needs to heal. Oops. Military unit, please. Alright, so I think we're good here. He can deal with single boats, he just can't deal with multiples. And then 6 turns, actually 4 turns, we'll have a spearman and a warrior, and then home defense will be pretty secure. I'll always have 3 units so I can rapidly deploy around to protect these. A few more turns, we'll have that next road done, and that one will also be protected. And then all attention turns to the north. So, oh, I got 6 orders left. You guys are fine. Settler, don't need to move you yet. More road building. Alright, a couple more turns. These guys will finish up. It'll be really nice. We're almost a quarter of the way through the game. Coming up on turn 49. Turn 50 will be our quarter of the way point. Did he still not land that boat? I'm going to start shooting it. We're going to start shooting it. He didn't land it. This means I can run over and stab it with swords, and I can shoot it. Oh, we're going to get 1 damage. 1 bub of damage. I think I would rather move and then attack than wait to heal up 1 more. So, yeah, let's do that. Put some early damage on this stupid boat. Land it or move it. Your choice. Either way, you're going to die there. Get you up to protect Gorton. Oh, roads. Roads are so beautiful. Okay, what is important? I think the garrison is the most important one. Definitely the garrison. Do I want it forward, though? Yeah, it should be okay. Alright, that frees up these guys. You can come back south. Get you working on stuff again. Is it time for that lumber mill finally? Or get the granary in and 2 more farms. I think it's time for the granary here. So we've got a barley bonus tile here with a farm. We'll be able to get a farm in there eventually, which is lush terrain, which will be a bonus. Lush terrain, lush terrain. And then all of these will get bonuses off of the adjacent granary. So that'll be a really nice food generation point for us. Eventually. Finish that road. Ah! What am I out of? Ah, I'm out of stone? Holy crap, I ran myself out of stone with all these roads. Alright, well, hold down that button. That button. Buy what I need. Spend that cash. Add that road. I need 1 more, actually. I need to get a road here to finish out this route, because I need to connect it to an urban tile. I need to get to that. You're already done for the round. You... Let's see. Is it Hamlet time? Get some more cash. Really do need cash. So that worker's going to finish the road and then go back and work on the city. This one is tied here currently. I don't have... Oh yeah, this one's going to go back to that city. That one's staying up there. Alright. So, what are we going to upgrade? Don't want another theater currently. I guess I am going to put a hamlet in. Don't have the points for the hamlet either. No stone. Alright, wait a turn. 6 turns left. Let's go ahead and bring you north now that I know I've got spare movement points. And you are now on sentry duty. Go sentry duty. Who's left? Heal thyself. And running north. Out of orders. The granary bonus does stack. He landed finally. Went after my soldiers, my warriors. Cannot let go of grievances and is often angry, a most bitter person. Ah, that's fine. Screw you. Uh-oh. Free hoplite! 5 years, free hoplite. Yeah, he wants me to go for the steel. And once again, I'm going to lose my access to the war elephants. I desperately want to get my war elephants rolling. If I don't take it now, though, it's going to get shuffled back into the deck, and I won't see it again for a while. But I really want my free hoplite, too. Believe me, I want the elephants, but it's 11 years out. And then it's going to take another 10 years to build one. So, I mean, it's great and all, but it's going to be another quarter of the game go by before I actually see any of them. So... so we're going to pick it, of course. Free war elephant leads to free war elephant. We're going to do it. Only reason is because I think I still have a good bit of time before I start fighting Egypt. And I think I can polish off these guys with the troops I've got available. Although there's enough of them out here now, I'm starting a little worried. The other reason I needed to make sure I secured this city is because now I have a point I can retreat to where I can heal my units within my own territory. So I can go kill, retreat and heal, go kill, retreat and heal, go kill, retreat and heal, or retreat and heal. So that's the plan. Especially once I get these backfield warriors done and I can get everybody pushed forward. Because we'll have what? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. Yeah, I think 5. 5 will definitely let me overrun any one particular location and have hopefully minimum damage that I have to retreat to heal. But what'll probably happen is I'll finish one, have to retreat 2, start 3 on the next one, picking off the outside guys, and then by the time they've whittled them down, the healed units will be coming forward and I'll be able to retreat them, and I'll just be trading back and forth, retreating and fighting, so until we get them all cleared out. I just got to decide, do I go... I think I'm going to go straight for this. Yeah, that's going to be my next target. Ideally, I wanted to roll them up from one side to the other just to keep my frontage down. But I think I'm just going to charge right up the middle. Grab the one I need, get the settler in there so I get the city started. Nice defensible terrain. I've got the military units, so we'll just dogpile right up the middle. Take that one, get the city going, and I'll leave enough units to be able to mop up these 2. And we'll start pushing units this direction. Current plan. So I think we have that handled, which is the only reason I decided I've got the time to go ahead and try to get the war elephants out. Alright, so don't care. Yep. Care. Yeah. Alright, no events to worry about. Get these roads finished. Oh, damn it. I have no stone. I got one more road to do and we'll be connected there. Now we're out of stone again, but that road is finished. Which means I don't have the stone to get the manor up also. Or the hamlet. Skip you for a moment. We're down to 2 years for the spearman. I think I'm okay to start sending him forward because I haven't seen the message yet about any new raiders. They'd have to get the message, then they'd have to form the units, then they'd jump on the boat, then they'd have to travel here. So I think I got plenty of time for my defenses to finish. But I think I can start rushing him forward. How far can you get? That's a pretty good distance. Next. Oh. Well, hi there, military unit. Hey there, warriors. I have 3 units over here now. Can we kill them this round? Stop it. Oh yeah, we can easily kill them. Alright, the archers aren't going to move, so they'll take their shot. And you can finish him, and then I can move the other guy somewhere more useful, or... Stop it! Or you can finish him, and then they can heal up. That's a better plan. Goodbye. And you can heal. Oh, it's looking good! Got 3 units up here. I might actually start being able to march them forward and put pressure on this. That'll give me 3. Well, I should probably leave the warrior I just built here. So we'll send 2 forward. That'll give me 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll give me the 5. That'll be more than enough to push right up the middle and take that out, I think. Not sure how tough that fort is now. Look at that. It's got walls. It's got stone in the walls now. That might be a little uglier than I'm anticipating, especially if I get attention from these guys coming across or the other side. All right, let's bring you up to there. Okay, warrior complete. Back to the important stuff. Stone or wood? I think stone, thank you. We're going to do a whole bunch of putting citizens to work for a little while. I think I've got enough units on the field to deal with what I want to deal with. Another marriage offer, apparently. We'll get the spearmen coming out for home defense. Let's do... Farmer or fisher, huh? Growth and food. Culture and money. I need money. I like money. Yeah, let's do that one. I am 62 years old, and Egypt wants to send me a bride, huh? But once again, I was really hoping to marry into the Achaemenid family, because they're not going to get much love for a while. They're going to be mad at me. Huh, 56-year-old or a 37-year-old? 5, 3, minus 1. Or a 2, 1, 2. 2 minus 1, 2. It's less, what do I gain, and more what do I take from them if I say yes? Because I'm going to die real soon, which is going to wipe out a lot of this stuff anyway and reset it, and I'll have to start building again. And then whoever my replacement will have to marry in. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and we'll let Nebet the Gracious enjoy my waning years. Politics studies. Duke Sopolis now is 18, turning loose. What were we doing with him? Wisdom, charisma, discipline. Okay. Righteous, educated, and humble. Gains hero. Serve as general or agent. Heal a neutral territory. Launch offense. I don't know what launch offensive means. I had that option somewhere else. Removes the attack cooldown of adjacent units. And gives +1 orders for each one. Moves the attack cooldown? Does that mean they get to attack a second time? I think that's what that means. That's what that symbol indicates, that you've already attacked for the round. So that's pretty cool. 600 training, and basically all units adjacent to you that hear you exhorting them to charge. They get charged up, and they get an extra order, which allows them to perform an extra attack. I know one of my generals has that, and I haven't been looking at it to take advantage of it. It might have been one of the generals that died. Versus an orator. So hero or orator? Basically, am I going to make this person a general, or am I going to make this person a stay-at-home governor? Orator can hurry projects with orders. So if I have spare orders and enough to hurry a project, we can do so. That's pretty powerful. As a governor, we're going to have a couple more cities available for governorship here in the near future. I think Man, I don't know. That's a tough one. He'd be really good in either position. I think I'm going to go order. I think I have the strength and the options I need to finish clearing up the local hive of scum and villainies that we have arrayed against us. By the time I turn my attention to the Greeks, I'm going to be in an extended building phase. I think I'm going to want a good governor with project hurrying. Because I won't be moving military units around once I secure these last few tribes. So we'll have a lot of spare orders sitting around. So yeah, I think I'm going to go order. Alright, who is this? This is the settler unit. So you are destined eventually for that. But you can get there in like 2 turns with the roads that we've got. So we'll keep you nice and safe back here in the capital. And alright, so we were going to build the hamlet, but we didn't have the raw materials. So it's either kick out cash for the missing stone that we're massively short on, or wait another round. Get past you for the moment. You are done until the reinforcements arrive. It's just you two, huh? I'm going to need more stone next round for that guy. No, let's go ahead and do it. Let's spend the money. How much is it going to cost me? 75 of my bucks. A little more than 1 turn's production. Alright, go ahead and do it. That's an income generator, so I think it's worth it. We're using the money to to build a money generator. So that'll pay for itself pretty quickly. And that's it. End of the year. Hey, Alexander. Bill Hardy in Hale at 62. Can you beat the Egyptian Queen's reign? 78 she made it to? 79? That would be impressive. I don't think it's going to happen. Pretty sure it's not. Alright. Keep going. Hurry up, Rome. Spend your turn. There's a lot of guys rolling around up here. We became the just. Look at all that. Legitimacy plus 40. So, yet another 52-year-old Aribas the Younger died. Converted to Greek pagan. Yeah, we're going to have man. I'm going to have a religion problem here pretty soon. Our grandson is now extravagant. Lovely. Golden Age! Yay! So, we got a culture event in Amphipolis. Start of a golden age. They wish to solicit your cooperation in efforts to grow their influence. So, host a week of performances and poetry. Gain 60 more culture in Amphipolis, basically fast-forwarding us to the next culture event. Recognize the contribution of the state. Get 90 of the civics, which will let us enact laws faster and do a few other diplomacy-type things. Inspect the treasury for inefficient practices. Get a 240 ducat bonus. Or halt labor for feasting and festivals. Minus 40 discontent. Amphipolis. Hey, Amphipolis, how are you doing over here? You just got a discontent level? You're only level 1, 9 years to the next one. So we drop it back down to discontent 0, level 0. I don't think that's a priority, though. So, let's see. No research bonus, huh? I think I might take the money. We're generating 83 civics, so gaining 90 doesn't feel like much. I want to make sure I have enough money on hand to get things like the mercenaries that show up on occasion. So yeah, let's take the money. Exploration. Hey, our exploration event finally. Anit the Exotic unexpectedly returned to the capital for a short visit. She seems weary from her travels, but is willing to continue exploring if the court desires it. What shall we command? Oh, okay. Honor her for good fortune. So she no longer explores and becomes blessed. So she becomes a stay-at-home, but what does blessed do? 10% chance to become a religion head. Okay. Or will be a new passionate voice for Greek exceptionalism. No longer... Oh, so she stops exploring that one as well. She gains zealot and can no longer diplomat. Units cannot die with greater than 1 hit point. 10% enlist chance on kill? I don't think I've ever seen that one before. And can, as leader, plus 60 opinion for leader's religion. Or just give her some XP. I think. Yeah, I think we'll just go honor good fortune, go blessed. Marriage offer for my grandson. Alchemanids, what the hell is your problem? Send somebody to marry one of my relatives. Why are you letting the other ones constantly throw their children at me? Or their married folks, and you just refuse to ever do it. It's getting kind of annoying. You're about to hit the negative values here. You're already in the negatives. I'm already getting more maintenance and less combat effectiveness out of you. 18 more points, and you're going to dip into another level of bad. So, 2 Chorestes. My second in line. Ooh, so this one could be pretty important. Courage, and that's it. Oh, a hero. Courage with hero. Or builder. And, jeez. -2 wisdom with 3 discipline. I hate them both, but I'm going to piss off the Sipsilids if I say no. But we're also going to die soon, and that'll instantly get vaporized. I'm gonna say no again. Nope. Nope. Not worth it. What do we get? Yep. Alright. So, what's going on? A lot of shuffling. I am getting a little worried about the number of units out here. I got 2 of my warriors up there currently. Need to get you up there. There's 3, all with some upgrades. Who else is my... Got a warrior with a general here. I'd really like to get some more promotions. Get the focus bonus. Get focus 2. Before we kick this off. Yeah, let's do that. Promote. Focus. Hey, archers. You too get a promotion. Combat, tough, herbalist, and engineer, huh? Eesh. Combat 1, I guess. You. Focus. Or get the bonus against travel. Travel's not going to be around that much longer, although 25% is pretty good. But you were going to be a home defense. I was going to push the others forward and leave you back. So let's go with my favorite. Go with the critical hit. You going to get guard 2. Guard 2. Nothing for you, nothing for you. Back to the city. Alright, more people put to work. Let's go with... I have like 1 metal mine, but no stone down here. I have 3 metal mines? I do have 3 metal mines. I don't want that. More orders, more research from sages. I'm going to hold off on the specialists, which I really didn't want to do. Get the forum going. Alright, you're holding back. You are finishing a road. Oh, I didn't need a road? I do need a road here. I don't have the material. Buy the material. Road complete. Yay. You're going home. And get to work on... Really? A shrine to Athena in my precious logging territory? No, we shall not be doing that. We shall be going there. Building a lumber mill. That's it? That's everybody again? We're playing at the strong difficulty. My first time playing in like a year, so this is my getting refamiliar again before the Steam Good Old Game release with the expansion. Remember when it was first released back in, I think, beta before they actually released it, I was playing on like, I don't know, like almost the very last difficulty, and then they tuned things up and changed things, and I was getting trounced at the medium difficulty. Oh, we're officially past a quarter of the way through. Uh-oh. Another plastic bottle emptied. No, stay away from me. That's not good. And the Resties fell ill. The Danes want a truce. I don't plan on going after the Danes anytime soon. I think I'm going to go ahead and say yes to this one, just to try to prevent any more boats coming my way. Tribute from Danes. 34 monies for 40 years. Sure, let's take that one. Alright, 10 years old. Let's get you working on philosophy. Legal instruction. In the last few years, your wife, Nebbit, demonstrated a natural aptitude for public speaking. She wants training, huh? Money? Give money? Or have her be unhappy with me? You can be unhappy with me. I'm not going to be around 40 more years. I need my monies. She might accelerate my my journey into the afterlife. Alright, what are we working with? Time to get you moving, or wait till full heal? Those are terrible. Those are terrible. Alright, no more promotions for you. I don't have a road coming directly over. I need to get another road built, like right up through here. And bring the archer up as well. You're going to be pretty much staying where you're at. You can go into sentry mode. Guard 3. Besieger. One year, 1 order, 80 training, and 50 metal, 50 lumber, huh? I don't see why not do that. Other than, you know, not having enough raw materials. Time for you to go home. Another lumber mill, please. Hey, we have our spearman. You are going on sentry duty. You cannot upgrade. Unless I buy materials. Or wood. 75 of the bucks. Do it. End of the year. Syria is also now at war with the Gauls. Everybody's mad at the Gauls. Okay, not permitted to enter the prominent city courts. Duchess Dionysa and her friends do whatever they do. What do we got? So, 11 now. He's got wisdom in his philosophy. Witty, humble, righteous, or bold. Or just gets +1 discipline. Witty. +1 wisdom, +1 courage. Ooh. Wayward daughter. Marry your grandson, Duke Supplus, to Hipparchia the Younger. Cypselids? Cypselids? I don't know what the deal is with the Augmanids. I never get marriage offers from the Augmanids. These guys are terrible. It's terrible. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Uh-oh. Time to make a decision. Here we go. The Holy Wars are about to start. Oh, man. Oh, man. None of these? Show me that screen. Yeah. Greek paganism and Judaism. So far, it's just Pella that has the Greek paganism. Upgrade Alexander. Dude, you're 65. He's going to be a robust 65-year-old. More orders. Camps and net output bonus. Definitely not that one. Sure. Orders translate to money if I don't use them, so we'll do that one. I want to look at that event again. So, adopt Judaism. Jewish cities -1 discontent per year. Also -1 culture per city. Or not right now. 400 of my precious civics. I don't think I have any likely large civic expenditures coming. But I don't want... Yeah, we're going to say no to that. Alright, other things I want to look at first. Idle City, Vorm in a year, Warrior in a year, Fisher. So that's the defensive, and then we start doing citizens and city upgrades. Citizens and city upgrades, citizens and city upgrades. Got my cadre of attackers ready to go. Be nice to get a defensive unit in Pella too, a home unit. It's actually important to have the family that the unit belongs to be garrisoning the city that is run by their family. Not mixing and matching all over the place. That's why there's a difference in design behind some of the symbols here. Argyid versus archers I purchased who don't have a family. Yeah, versus these spearmen who have got Alchemaniid. Alright, so... I guess we'll start marching up this way. We'll put the archer up on the hill. The warrior on the hill out in front. And bring some other units up. We're going to try to avoid any engagement with those guys. So, let's just bring units up. Leave the slingers to guard the fort. Ideally, I can get the archers to that hill. They'll be on par with that location and be able to shoot them. And I think I'll be out of range. I don't think their unit has... I think it's 2 because they've got the hill bonus. Or it's going to be 3. We'll find out. They're definitely going to get some shots off. Alright, next. You guys... I guess we'll take Tracker and try to get Swift next. Rest are a little expensive to promote right now. But we're going to do it. We're gaining 200 around anyway. That's right. Do I want to toss some more generals in here? Look at General Bartolus. He's already attached. General Lanas is attached. Alexander. Why are they still showing me Alexander? I thought they retired from generalships at 60. They shouldn't be listing Alexander here unless they remove that restriction. I think Laudici is the next one. Plus 36% attack value. And be able to heal. Sure. Whoops. That's right on. You've already got one. You're also on cooldown, right? Whoa. Oh, that's right. They get to pull from their family and the separate one. Same problem, though. On cooldown. Alright, so we got a few generals out there. Three generals. I think that'll be enough. I think that group's ready to go. City developments. Let's do Don't have a citizen yet. Everybody's busy. They're all employed as stone cutters and wood cutters. That's a good sign. I've actually got everybody a job in a city finally. So let's do the other stuff. I'd have to buy the stone to do that. I'm only 4 short. Let's go ahead and get the Forum 2 going. And the new city. I really want to get started on the walls. But go ahead and get the Olympiad first. You are going to work on not a shrine, so we got the granary up to give a bonus there. I can't build there yet, but I can build in these two. Get the farm started. Okay. Orestes just died again. Quality ore. An emissary from Assyria arrives with an offer of peace. Let this gift of ore seal our friendship. I'm okay with that. You're far away. I mean, you want to... Oh, that's me giving them ore. Never mind. If I had 130 of the ore, so 40 more, I could gain the money. That's interesting because I could go buy ore with my gold, hand it to them, and I'd get the diplomatic bonuses, and then they would hand me a chunk of cash back, which would probably pay for more than pay for the ore that I bought. 7.8 per, or 8 per. I need 40, so 320. So yeah, I'd net 160 gold. But then I'd be zeroed out on my metal supply. I don't know if it's worth it. I'm probably just going to decline. Yeah, no thanks. Tyranny or Constitution? Another law enactment. So, 66-year-old King Alexander the Just is going to be a tyrant. A guy with the Just tag is going to be a tyrant. My word is law. He's King Alexander the Judge Dread. That's start law tyranny. Plus 20 training per year. All cities plus 8 gold per year with a military unit. So you station military there as a enforcement arm, and people pay their taxes. Society shall be bound by rules. Constitution unlocks decrees in capitals. All cities plus 4 gold per year per specialist, which is probably what I'm going to go for. Not now, and let the court decide. Yeah, we're going Constitution. All right, another good law choice done. What have we picked so far? Wrong one. Not one of these. Search city. Tech tree. Available laws, slavery or freedom. Law screen. So we got epics, we got constitution, we got centralization. I thought I picked from slavery and freedom. I thought I picked freedom. Oh. Did I not pick? Or was I looking at the tech? I can't remember now. I must have been looking at the tech. I could have sworn I actually did not pick slavery, specifically. Huh. Whatever. I'm probably misremembering. What do we got? We got Idle City, Fisher, and Forum. So we're getting our infrastructure done. That is great. Makes me super happy. Especially compared to where we were 15 turns ago, 10 turns ago, when we had our barbarian D-Day beachhead landing. To make sure I spend a lot of points on the warriors. It'd be great if I could finish this off, and maybe even these two before you die, Alexander, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think I'll be lucky if I get that one secured before he kicks it. But yeah, let's focus our attention up here. So the goal is to approach close enough that I can then bum rush the walls and try to eliminate unit, the whole thing as quickly as possible. So if I move up there now, you can see I'm only going to do 1.5 bubbles with that guy. 2.5 there, that gets me to 4, so that's not quite a 2-turn kill with those guys. Only 2 with him. And only 1.5 there. We'd have a little bit of support with the archer from back here. Assuming I could stop anybody else from hitting the archer. I could fire from here. I'd rather fire from the hilltop because I get a range bonus, but... So, basically we're not quite close enough yet. I think I need to scuttle forward one more, and then next round make the charge on the walls. So, if we put a line... These guys are supposedly 2 range. I don't know if that includes the hill bonus or not. I need to know whether you can shoot 2 or 3. It's important. I want to draw my line right here. If you can only shoot 2, we'll be okay. If you can shoot 3, we're not okay. Plus, that puts my archer forward where he can rush the archer and smite him. So, archer's not going to end up on that hill this round. Let's just do it. Let's just go stand out in the open. You know, that's also always a great idea. Or do I draw my line 1 back? Go there. I can make it there and 0 out my moves. Yeah, we'll be fine. If I just approach to there, we'll be able to step up to that position to fight next round. So we'll use this as our line. So I think I'm going to shuffle you over... Yeah, go there. Bring you up to here. You to there. You to there. Like so. That's looking good. So a big part of the way this game works is it really, once you get into the thick of things and you get advanced into the game, like, it's starting to get cohesive now, but it's really important, and it feels like a miniatures war game. That's where it kind of leans into the board game style and mechanics quite a bit, because it's 1 unit per square. None of this doom stack nonsense. And it's very important. Positioning is important. Zones of control are important. Breaking zones of control with various rules. It's all critically important. So it makes for much more interesting tactical gameplay than I tend to get in a lot of the 4Xs. So it's not as obvious at this point. This is the first real army group I've put together and advanced as a cohesive group. But once you've got some higher level infantry and you've got archers or artillery, and then you get artillery added into the mix, and you get all the different kinds of bonuses and so on, it gets pretty interesting. So the plan, once again, hopefully we can get this guy. I think I can get him in range. I want to get him to that position because I need to get 4 guys wrapped around the city and then have the archer behind hitting it. Not sure I'll be able to manage it, especially if these guys advance forward. I might have to force march a bit, but we've got a big pile of training points, so that's fine. I think we'll be able to get into the positions I want. Well, just do me the favor of leaving that alone. We'll have 4 infantry striking the fort plus the archer. I don't know if that'll be enough to drop it in 1 turn. I'll check the math next round after I see how they move. And we might actually go whittle down some of the defenders first, depending on how things look. I should be able to get, I'm hoping, some 2-hit kills to minimize our damage levels. Alright, so they're pretty much all done. No promotions. No promotions. Get to combat 3, 300 points, 300 more points. Save them up. Ooh, vision range, reveal range. For an archer unit, I think I'd go for combat 3. Get that last bump. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think I'm going to do any more. I need to make sure I save a good chunk for the fight. So, okay, you are going into sentry mode. So we've got a garrison unit. Got a garrison unit. Got a garrison unit. My capital does not have a garrison unit, which is hilarious, and I always end up doing. Idle, idle. Garrison duty, please. Sentry duty, that is. You're done. You're done. Alright. What next? We're up to level 3 on all of the upgrades, so we've increased our civics product production capability, making these upgrades faster. We can do farmer, we can do specialists in 3 years. Nice. That's actually pretty good. Let's get working on specialists, I think, now. Oh, I only got the Vorm to 2. I need 20 more stone to get the Vorm to 3, which will give me another 2 points, give me up to 18.8. Not sure if that's enough to shave another year off of any of this. What do these need? 80? I need to get to 20 to get it down to 4, so it won't quite be enough. I'd have to get another Vorm on top of this one. Shave another year off of these times. So, should we pursue that or not? I'm gonna say no. Let's not pursue that right now. Let's get the people to work. I got 5 citizens that are discontent because they don't have jobs. So, first one up. Let's get a big elder poet going. Get that elder poet or the apprentice poet upgrade. Next up, let's work on. Got 2 citizens ready to go. We've got woodcutters and miners. Get the miner going first. I'm running out of stone with all the building I'm doing right now. Hang tight. We're trying to get you your spot. And you are going to work on camp. Culture and money. I do like culture and money. Yeah, let's go work on a camp. The thing that I don't have. More wood. Time for more lumber yards. To do with you. Their theater, keep boosting that culture output. I need 50 stone. You're going to hold tight. We're not doing anything with. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's what I was not looking forward to. Might be delayed another year. So, Judaism has established Gnosticism theology. Another death, another head of the family, or head of Greek paganism. Charisma for Duke Sopolis, and we can now tutor Duke Crisis. Alright, philosophy student choice. So, research points, 18. I need, yeah, that's not going to make much of a dent. Or she becomes inspiring, famous, or insane. Gee. Take the risk on insanity or take a little bump on research. She is 3rd in line, my granddaughter, at 13 years old. Do I want an insane 13-year-old running around the palace? Because of course. Good times, good times. We have an insane 13-year-old scurrying around. Oh, you were gonna go study commerce. So, we got snook attacked. We got snook attacked. 2.5 bars of damage from a dirty, rotten snook attack. Oh, that was my scout. He snook attack. He bumped in my scout. Well, that's... We might be okay with that. I can move the scout out easily and get away. That still allows me to press my attack. Fortunately, I'm not quite close enough to get to that position and attack without force marching, but that at least gets me to where I wanted to be. You can attack from that position, so we're still good. What were the numbers? 1.5, 1.5, 2.5. That gets us to 4. And you will be able to come up for another 2. Gets us to 6. You to there. 7.5. We're going to be just short. 9.5. Unless we get a crit. If we get a crit, the fort goes down in 1 turn. If we don't get a crit, everybody's still alive and somebody's going to get hurt. Probably these guys standing right in between all 3 of these. Oh, that's a little rough. Or I start smashing these separate guys. So 3.5 and 4. I'd take 3 of my guys to finish him. Archer's not going to get much unless I get close. I think that's a terrible deal. I think I got pretty good chances of getting a crit on this fort. Actually, yeah, I can. I forgot I didn't add it. Wait, I think I did count the archer. So 1.5. 2.5 is 4. That guy makes it 5.5. That guy makes it 7.5, and the archer to here makes it 9.5. So yeah, we're half a point short with the whole army. 4 guys adjacent, and the archer on the hill right here gets me to 9.5. So somebody would have to crit. I run the risk of losing a high-level unit if I don't take that thing out. Now, what I could do is I could move up, hit, move the archer up, shoot, and if no crits occur within that group, I might retask these last 2 guys in order to scout attack. Do scouts even have attack values? They don't have attack values. They only have defense values. I don't think you can get a scout to do damage. That would be OP given all their movement and everything else. So, banking on a crit. I was really hoping I could bring enough to bear. I could theoretically... Well, no, I can't stick around and do like an upgrade to get another point of damage or 2. That guy... I would almost be willing to if that guy hadn't shuffled over. The scout can take another hit if he just stood there and keep hitting him. He would survive at least a few more hits from that guy if nobody else came over. So I could try to pay once again for an upgrade and see if I've got enough to then one-shot it, but the units might move and change the geometry as well. So, choices. What do my numbers look like? 20% critical hit chance. No critical hit chance. What the hell did we take on you? What are your bonuses? Tracker, Warden, and Travel. So that's where we're getting a big chunk of our bonus. But yeah, so 20%, which is showing right here. Critical hit chance. This guy has none. That one has 53%. 50-50 chance with the stacked focus. 2 focus upgrades, as well as the general giving the bonus. And, fortunately, none on that one. So, that's my big opportunity right there. Maybe we should lead with him. Get him into position. Take the 50-50. Then adjust everybody else accordingly. But if I do that, I only have 2 other units to support. Can you actually kill this guy? 4.5 left. I don't think the archer can do... Oh, never mind. Look at that. But still, I would need... not quite enough. That's 9 between these 2. Oh no, that's 5.5. That's exactly enough. So I could actually kill that unit with these 2. So I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll move this unit up to this... I'll move this unit to this position, take my 50-50 shot. If we get the crit, everybody dogpiles on the fort, and we reduce it. Or whatever number I'll need, because if we do crit, we won't need the full force. And then if the crit does not happen with that guy, I'll send in the other crit chance. And if again it doesn't happen, then we'll focus these 2 to eliminate that unit. And we should survive after that. Barring like some crazy horde coming at me from range. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So, let's get this party started. Come on, come on, come on, crit! We got a crit! Yes! Alright, that changes the equation. So that's 3 bars down. That didn't feel like a crit with only 3. But let's double check the numbers. So we need 7 more bubbles. There's 2 bubbles. There's 2.5. That's 4.5. That's another 2, so 6.5. And then he'll be able to slot in there to finish it off. And then he'll take hits from these 2, but should survive. So yeah, I think we're good. So let's go ahead and do the plan. You, I have to force march because you're out of personal action points. You go to there. Let's see. You have no crit chance. You have no crit chance. Alright. So, same plan. Love it. Half bubble left. I have to hit him with that last unit just to get that last half bubble. Okay, though. It's all part of the plan. Actually, I can't move into the space. I wonder if that's going to make a difference. Oh, crap. I can't get there. They're not going to let me get there. Oh, I can't finish it. I'm screwed. I forgot. Zone of control. Damn it. Well, that sucks. Rookie move. Forgot about the zone of control prevention. As soon as I step to here, the zone of control of this unit prevents me from going to here. Well, alright. I guess we're just going to have to take our hit. Can't really change the plan. Ouch. So close. Thought we had it. I think I'm going to leave the spy in position as a blocker. He'll hopefully take another hit. Keep this guy out of this fight. Hopefully these guys stay out of the fight. I'd really rather them not come over to help and eliminate my unit. That's an expensive unit to lose if I lose this guy. And he's going to possibly get hit by 3 things. He can shoot downhill. He can step to this position and hit me. And he can hit me. Those 3 might not kill me. But anybody else piling in could probably finish me off. So that's my worry. Losing that unit right there. I think that's the most likely big negative outcome of this one. Actually, any chance I can get you in? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can I get you? Oh, I can get him in range. I can get him in range. Is it Slinger to the rescue? Look at that. He can almost kill that other unit. Slinger to the rescue. We've got him. I just got to leave my my city uncovered for a turn or 2. Let's do it. Let's do it. What position do I want him in, though? Hilltop would be better. This would be more helpful for the follow-up against that or these guys, but it's also more vulnerable to these guys. I think this is going to be better. I need to get him back again next turn to put cover back in the city again, so let's go to there and then force march. Yes! Burial mounds. Our troops discover a series of burial mounds outside the conquered Gaelic camp. Contents are lavish and richly ornamented. What do we get? Loot everything. Leave no stone unturned. Gauls get mad. oh, scary. 240 of the bucks. And we must not incur their wrath. They get happier, and King Alexander gets a bonus that I could care less about because he's any day now, any day now, going to kick the bucket. So, give me the cash. All right, so the site's empty, but he's going to be able to step into it. I think he'll get the defensive bonus by stepping in, but the encampment, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. I wish I had some follow through, one more unit I could move in to take the space, but I don't. All right, can I get anybody up there? I guess I could get the settler up there. Just as a hold for a turn kind of thing. Let's go ahead and do that. Get up there. Hold that space. 3 orders left. Almost. Forgot to consider the far off slinger. Three orders, huh? What am I gonna do with 3 orders? Not a lot. All these poor workmen. You are gonna hold in place. Hold in place. All right. Well, somebody's gonna get to do one thing at least. We haven't expanded our border out to capture that tile yet. If I move you, like to the fishing spot, you'll be able to get the nets going. That'll give me growth and food. Or you, who just finished the hamlet, raised our gold production, which is good. Hey, we're finally back over 1,000. That's the minimum I like to hold on to, is 1,000. Just for the occasional wandering mercenary group or special event where I need to pay somebody off. I always try to maintain at least 1,000 for that. So yay! A couple more gold producing bonuses and we'll be in a position, I think, where we'll be able to keep ahead of that. Another hamlet over there. Notice when I point at the hamlet symbol, it shows the expansion of my borders. So what are things that are considered urban improvements? They push the border out. And by pushing the border out, I'm not going to gain anything else. If it pushed it out one more, it would automatically gain the special resource next to it. So going to here is not quite going to do that. Anywhere else I desperately want to get my border pushed to. No other real resources nearby that I have current access to. So, guess we will do you. The time for some Odeons. Actually, we just finished that. Let's put an Odeon out here. Come here, you. You're not showing it to me, but Odeon. Where are you, Odeon? Alt. Can I not put an Odeon there? Uh-oh, apparently it's restricted. There's a way to see the entire list. How is that? Show valid, show wonder, show urban, show all. What is the restriction for? Too many things. Either Odeon must be adjacent to 2 city or 2 urban tiles. Alright, yeah. I can put it here. That'll work. I still got enough orders. Go there. Max 1 per... I have an Odeon already? Oh, apparently I already have one. I didn't realize. Well, that sucks. Give me my orders back. Undo. Undo. New plan. Go put a pasture on the horses. Let's go do that. Whoops. Nope. Come here, you. Of course, then I realize I don't have the pasture for horses yet. Alright, I'll figure this out. Screw it. Let's just go build over here. Go give me more food. Can't go wrong with more food. See how the counter-strike goes. Alright, concentrating fire. Hit my military slingers instead of my spy. I'm okay with that. Alright, so not too bad. They did hit one of my units fairly hard, but that unit can kill him. Probably these two can kill that other one. Yep. So that unit's dead, and that leaves me, what, the wounded one and the archers and the slinger to do some damage here. And we'll have secured the city site. Need to bring the settler forward. Get you there in one round. Get you to that point, and then probably force march you in. So there are no rivers to be building adjacent. There is a river. Hey there, Mr. River. Show me. Oh, crap. What was that? X? Nope. Oop. Oop. There it is. So there's the river tiles. So I need to build it right here. That does give me access to that. Gives me pretty much everything. It's dead center in the middle of these hills. So I get the gem mine, the ore mine, and the silver mine. And we're on a river hex, which will be important a little bit later. Actually, not real later. As soon as I take this out, we'll have a contiguous river connection to my other city, which then will give me a contiguous connection to all of my cities. So that'll link this up while I wait for a road to do it, assuming I get it all uncovered and cleared. All right, so yeah, so we want to build right there. So 27 orders. I think I can get all this done one go round. Just a matter of where do I want things to settle out with my units. That is absolutely happening right now. No change to that. So we'll do that one. Archer can hit you from here for 2, or I can approach closer and hit you for 4. Do I need that, or should I step over? He's in thick woods, which is going to provide defensive cover. A little harder for the archers to come to bear here. So we better serve to use the archers on these guys from close position. I guess the question really is who's best to send this direction? 2.5, 3, 4, 4. I guess really the only important part is get this guy killed. So let's operate it under the assumption that the archers will be the biggest defensive hope for the city. Short term. It's going to take 3 units. Unless we get a crit, which we might get with these. Critical! Down he goes. Save me a unit. Cool. That means we can pull you forward. Poke at that guy. The slingers, I actually want to bring back home. Didn't quite make it. Shouldn't need to force march it, so leave that alone. It leaves the wounded guy. Bring him forward. Or hold tight, get the city founded, and then heal. I think that's better. We can take the hit here, and we'll be able to finish this guy next round, which will clear us for that one. Weird that I'm leaving this one, the one closest to my cities, alone. That's going to be the last one I probably take. So yeah, let's make sure we get this one done. We want to go to this space. Force march. Get in there. And this is going to be not Aegeid. This is going to be Cypselids. Because it's going to be mines and lumber mills up here. So I need the bonus. Poor Alcmanids. You guys, I promise, you get the next one. The next one is yours. Now he, since we're now in friendly territory, can do a heal action. Get 5 hit points. So he'll be back to full next round. So no harm, no foul so far in our conquest. Like they're not going to come over, which is great. And we've already killed one guy, or we're going to be killing one guy out of this group. And it looks like if he's going to continue hanging out there, we'll be able to kill him remotely. And then rush that before the 11 years upgrade. So yeah, I think we're well on our way. And the Danes have not been killed yet. So Egypt hasn't advanced far enough to kill or take these. Really don't want Egypt to be my direct neighbor yet. 4 orders left. Yep, you keep hanging tight. You're fine. You are going to immediately start building... the Forum. I need to get a worker up here, actually. A worker... Who we got left? Just you two? 4 orders? Alright, back to what should I build where? Let's look at you first. Yeah, that's what I want right there. So we got the granary, we got the farm, we got the farm. Your farm. And 2 more orders. Fine. Another theater. Or another shrine. Get a Hades shrine up. Have the mountain or volcano bonus. Nah, we're not getting much in the way of overlapping, but pay the money. Get that going. Yeah, I'm not feeling good here. 79, 0, and 1. We got a lot of cities building a lot of things. It's hard. It's hard to keep up with this. And now I really need to get some more roads built, which is more stone going out the window. I can get that road built and then get a connector across here. Run a road up like here, 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 and then get a connector coming across this direction to link into it. I'll have my peninsula well and truly set up from that perspective. Another end of year. It's coming so fast. All right, so plan is to heal him up one more turn. These 2 guys, I don't know. I need to leave somebody here. I'm not sure which I'll pick, but I'll have plenty to force this fight, no problem. So we'll... This one and one other will kill him. We'll bring the other guy up. Turn after that, we kill him. Turn after that, we take on the fort, which shouldn't be a problem. And we got that secured. That's the last of my major conquests. I haven't explored any further. Then probably pull units back to finish that off. And we're good to go. So I think I have everything in place, and that leaves me to freely upgrade all these other cities while I have these armies doing what I need. All right, before we hit the end of year button, I unfortunately have to stop here. That's 4 hours of old world. That's all I got time for right now. Plus, you know, I've had 3 bottles of water and a big mug of tea, and I need to go take care of some business. So it's a good place to stop. I'm going to take a break for a bit. I'll be on again a little bit later this afternoon. I'm going to go get something to eat and do a few things around the house. And I'll be back on with something. I don't know what. So thanks for hanging out, everybody, watching some old world.